out there. Great, gritty defensive effort. We were able to win balls and dictate play as much as we could. And as a coach looking for something to build on, that'll do.
JV team tied 1-1. Braylon Floyd had the goal for Seymour. Volleyball Saturday. Seymour opened the season sweeping varsity JV and freshman matches against Jeffersonville, all of them in straight sets. Then Tuesday night, the varsity beat Columbus North 25-16, 18-25, 26-24, 25-17. The Lady Owls were down 23-16 in the third set before rallying for the victory. Afterwards, Coach Angie Luke is extremely excited about the outcome Tuesday night.
And I felt like we made some real important subs during that time. Some of our starting players were getting tired, and we just made a couple subs, and it changed the momentum, and it was exciting. It was one of the most exciting matches I've sat through as a coach. So Columbus North is a good team. They've worked really hard to improve, and they're going to beat some really good teams, but it just makes me feel so proud that we were able to defend our court here at home.
And then after you got the comeback in the fourth set, it just seemed like you were in control. I mean, what was the difference from down 23-16 to the end of the match?
They made some mistakes. They made some crucial hitting errors. They served a couple long, so their errors were more than ours at that point in time. I mean, that's volleyball. It's momentum, and they lost it. They lost the momentum there, and I felt like their passing, our serving was really aggressive. We got more aces in that fourth set, and that really helped us.
Columbus North won the JV and freshman matches. Their record 1-1, varsity 2-0. Girls soccer opened the season Monday with an 11-0 victory over Salem. Gabby Guzman a hat trick. Katie Rourke and Kelsey Herbert each had a pair of goals. Kinsey Hinkle, Ella Brock, Maria Jimenez, and Fiona Torrell each had a goal. Thursday night, Seymour lost to state-ranked Columbus North 8-0. The Lady Owls are 1-1. Girls golf team Monday beat Columbus East 191-205 at Otter Creek course in Columbus. Seymour, Shayna Spray, and Emmy Followell were the meet medalists with 45s. Tuesday, Seymour finished second in a triangular meet at Shadowwood Golf Course. Bedford won with a 168. Seymour shot a 198. Shayna Spray a 43. Katie Cottrell a 49 for Seymour. Jennings County, by the way, third in that triangular. Boys tennis team had a busy week. They're currently playing as we speak. Monday, they lost to Waldron 3-2. The Owls points at number 1 doubles, Shun Takushi and Joel Stevens, and number 2 doubles, Xavier DuBois and Dane Thompson. Tuesday night, Seymour won a hard-fought 3-2 match at Bloomington North. Parker Thompson, a 3-hour match at number 1 singles. Carter Stein won at 2 singles, and the 1 doubles team won. And then last night, Seymour beat Providence 3-2. 3 of those matches going to 3 sets. Seymour won 2 of those 3-set matches. Carter Stein at 2 singles. Xavier DuBois and Braylon Busby at 2 doubles. Sean Takuchi and Joel Stevens were straight set winners. Coach P.J. Stein pleased with his team's gutty performance Thursday night.
Our kids have been pretty resilient through the first 3 matches because they've all been nail-biters back and forth, a lot of 3 sets, a lot of tiebreakers. Really responded well tonight to a Providence team that has gotten a lot better from last year and gave us all that we wanted tonight.
Your number 1 doubles team get off the court right away, 3-0 to start the year. Obviously very pleased with them. And your 2 doubles pick up a nice 3-set win.
Yeah, doubles was great tonight. Super proud of them. 1 doubles has been awesome through our first 3 matches. A little bit of experience there playing together last year. They've communicated well and really played well. And 2 doubles grinded out a great 3-set match against a team that beat Floyd's 2 doubles team last night. That's an impressive win tonight.
Seymour's now 2-1 on the season, and as mentioned, currently playing at Scottsburg. Yesterday, the Seymour cross-country teams opened their season in an invitational at Freeman Field. In the boys' race, Bedford scored 43 points. Brownstown Central was second with 58. Seymour third with 59. Ty Tremolian, the top runner, with 8th place finish. West Crawford 10th. Caleb Jablonski 12th. In the girls' race, Seymour finished second behind Bedford and ahead of Charlestown. Gracie Adams was second. Isabella Long 6th and Emma Dorio 13th. Top 3 runners for Seymour. After the Invitational, had a chance to talk with both Spencer Sunbury and Randy Fife about their thoughts on their team's performances.
I thought it was a good day. Gracie Adams had a great race out there. We had a lot of freshman girls running today that I think they're a little disappointed in themselves, but I mean they ran hard. They came out here, but they realize now that there's more to them, that there wasn't anything to be worried about. I think that was a bit, their first high school meet. I think they were a little overwhelmed with the nerves, but I think they're ready to redeem themselves the next race. So I'm not upset. There's nothing I'm unhappy about. It was a good race. It was a good start of the season for us, and gives us a good starting point and some things to talk about that we need to work on.
Well, there's a lot of room for improvement. There's some bright spots. Some of the young kids stepped up and did well. First high school meet, we had a couple other kids that never run cross country before, stepped up, competed well. I think overall, hopefully we're going to be a little hungry after this and a little bit motivated to work hard and compete a little better.
Coming up at halftime, we'll shine our spotlight as we do each week on the girls golf team. We'll talk with head coach Jim Hoffman. Up next, our weekly conversation with Seymour Athletic Director Kirk Mans. You're listening to Seymour Football Preview here on 92.7 WXKU.
For over a century, J.C. Bank has proudly served our communities, including partnering with our local high schools to support student athletes. From thrilling touchdowns to game-winning goals, we're cheering for our teams every step of the way. We've been your trusted financial partner since 1900, providing top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Stop in today and experience the J.C. Bank difference, or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
Back on our pregame show, and it's time to have our weekly conversation with Seymour Athletic Director Kirk Mans, as we'll kind of talk all about Seymour High School sports. And Kirk, obviously, it's great to be back with you again. It seems like just a couple months ago we were wrapping up baseball, and here we go again with the start of the football season. But I know it's been more than just the 1 week. You've kind of been at it almost probably from the beginning of the summer to the point now, haven't you?
Well, summer starts the Tuesday after Memorial Day, and this campus really starts with a lot of youth camps. Our campus is busy. It's a ton of movement all the time, and never shuts down athletically. And our teams have their summer programs. They're playing games. They're working out. They're doing all the things that our coaches are putting our players into positions where they can get better, where they can grow as athletes over the summertime. And it's really a fun time to be on campus, because all the fields are active. Kids are working hard. Coaches are coaching, but when you talk about here we are again, well, we've been here.
Yeah.
And now school starts, and now we're getting ready, for Friday night. Here we are. We're opening up with football. We've already begun all our other sports. Golf is nearly halfway through their schedule already. Jim Hoffman's girls golf team. Volleyball's got a couple good wins already. Soccer, the boys got off to a great start against Jasper, winning that contest last Saturday. And we're just moving cross country last night with our invitational that we hosted. The course was a beautiful night. The course looked great. And so we've just got a lot of things going, and a lot of things just never stop athletically.
Yeah, the weather-wise, you couldn't have asked for a better week. It's been perfect. That might change here over the next week or so. I want to talk quickly, Kirk, about folks that are wanting to come out for tickets. I believe you've gone to a different type of a ticket service. Is that correct?
Yeah, we've switched to a different platform, Event Link Ticketing, and we've been trying to get that information out on our athletic Twitter page, we've been sending emails out to our staff, to our parents. It's been in the paper. We're trying to do everything we can, but we are on a new platform for ticketing, and we still, at our home games, are offering a cash option as well. But as you travel, for example, tonight at Greenwood, there is no cash option, and kind of keeping track of all the schools this year as we go to see. You'll also pay $7 on the road tonight, where we're still, we just went to $6. So, we're going to see a lot of different things, but digital ticketing is here to stay.
Absolutely. There's been a lot of renovations done to the high school over the past year. I know the gym feels a whole lot better with the air conditioning. So if you come to a volleyball match, but obviously the improvements here, our facilities, in my opinion, are second to none. Yeah, the air conditioning, the air quality is fantastic, and I know I've enjoyed it. Being the people that work in this building that are here every day, getting the humidity out of here has been fantastic, and the improvement on the soccer field, the new soccer building that we've made. That's fantastic, and that really kind of tops off that facility. And so it's one of the best, if not the best, soccer facility in the state. Looking forward to spending some time with you each Friday night again this year, and looking forward to a great sports athletic season.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, too. I didn't mention boys tennis. They're off to a good start, 2 out of 3 this past week. Don't want to leave anybody out, and make sure that we don't. We want to recognize our kids and celebrate those things. But, looking for a great season, and as always, go Owls.
Up next, our scouting report on the Greenwood Woodmen. We'll talk with their head coach, Justin Mosier. That's coming up next. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
New Legacy Wealth Management understands the significance of financial planning and the impact it has on your future. Our location in Seymour, New Legacy Wealth Management, makes it easy to navigate your needs. Hi, I'm Matt DeSablon, and together we can personalize financial strategies, helping you with retirement, education savings, and investment growth. Working with a professional not only ensures you're making informed decisions, peace of mind knowing your financial future is secure. So do what you do best and delegate the rest to us at New Legacy Wealth Management. To start building your legacy today, call us at 812-271-2000.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Jackson County Dental. It's time to put a sparkle in your smile with Jackson County Dental in Seymour. Picture this. Same-day crowns for that instant oral treatment, teeth whitening to brighten your day, and Invisalign for a straighter, more confident you. Their team is here for all your dental needs, from routine care to tackling tooth pain and those pesky fillings. And families, this is your dental home. And guess what? They're making it easy with Care Credit, so you can focus on your smile, not your wallet. Call Jackson County Dental today and let Dr. Drake, Dr. Pierce, or Dr. Doug pamper your pearly whites. Jackson County Dental, now accepting new patients. Jackson County Dental.
Back on our pregame show, it's time now for our scouting report. Tonight's opponent, the Greenwood Woodmen, opening season number 2 under new coach Justin Mosier. He was 6-6 a year ago. The Woodmen started out 3-0, lost 4 in a row, then won 2 in a row, advanced to the sectional championship game before eventually losing 49-3 to eventual 4A state champion East Central. Sagrins, these two teams very even. Seymour 88th overall, 62.67. Greenwood is 92nd overall at 62.05. Looking at this team in particular, they are a rebuilding team, very similar to Seymour. The fact that they returned just 3 starters on defense and 3 starters on offense. As mentioned, Justin Mosier is in his 2nd season as the head coach of Greenwood, coming from Clarksville, where he coached for 5 years. Earlier this week, I had a chance to talk with Coach Mosier about his ball club. Here was our conversation. Well, Coach Mosier, first of all, thank you for the time. Obviously, as you begin season number 2 with Greenwood, it's got to be a little bit of a different transition for you this year, because last year, obviously being your first year, maybe not sure what to expect. This year, obviously you had an idea on what to come in with. So how has preparation been as far as getting ready for this high school football season?
Oh, it's been really good. It's been a little long. We're playing almost a full week after we played from this time last year. So it feels like it's been a little long, but that's been also helpful with getting some young guys ready and for their first varsity playing experience.
Yeah, looking at your projected starters, you've got a lot of holes to fill from last year due to graduation, don't you?
Yeah, we had 18 seniors last year. Probably 13, 14 of them were starters for us. But, our young guys who got some playing time last year have stepped up and are showing that they're going to prove to be ready to go on this Friday.
Yeah, you always say next man up, and that's kind of the policy. Talk a little bit, Coach, about your quarterback, and obviously that's the one spot where you do have to replace a spot. Obviously, last year, quarterback, I believe, now playing at Indiana State, so that's a big hole. But obviously, the young man that's stepping in is ready to go.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Aiden Houseman, he led our offense last year at the JV level and did a great job preparing himself. We have the benefit of having quarterback meetings at least 3 to 4 days a week at our school, and so that's helped prepare him. So he's actually a little further along than Brock would have been last year, just from having a year of meetings and practice time with me and Brock, and so he's done a great job. He's been a leader. He was named team captain as a junior, and he has really just done a great job.
Coach, at this point of the preseason, getting ready for the first game here tonight, what is the strength of your ball club right now that you feel?
Oh, I think the strength is our lineman up front and our running back Gunnar Rupert. I think we're a little bit ahead of where we would have been last year at this time. We got some leaders up front with Alex Skinner, Alex Kramer, and Carson Andreas started last year on defense and now is a starting left guard for us. So we have a pretty good amount of experience up front that we feel pretty good about being able to run the ball this year.
You had a chance to scrimmage at Columbus North last week. What did you learn from your ball club from that scrimmage?
And just start with the running game. The running game looked pretty good. We were able to hit some passes that looked pretty good, and we were able to move the ball. If you evaluate from the year before, we only scored one time against Columbus North in that scrimmage, and I think we scored 4 or 5 times at least with our number ones. And defensively, we still saw some things that we need to make some adjustments on. The biggest thing that you can't simulate in a scrimmage is guys who have to go both ways. And, what is their actual fitness level for playing a full game both ways? It's just not something you could simulate in practice and in a scrimmage.
Coach, as you get set for Seymour, I think last year's game with the Owls just ended about an hour ago, it seemed like, the way it went last year. From what you've seen on film, maybe from the scrimmage they had with Silver Creek, what are your impressions of this year's Owls or even from last year's game?
Well, you can see that, Coach Moore's still building off of what he's been able to do the last 2 years. Got kind of, we're probably both in the same situation where we have a few guys who are returning, but overall there's still there's a lot of holes to be filled. There's some things to see how a kid's going to react on a actual game on a Friday night, not just in a scrimmage. Number 84's name escapes me, but
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson. He's he's a real deal at tight end and receiver, and he's playing both ways at outside linebacker. You know, he's someone that anybody who goes into game with Seymour is circling 84. You know, and you got to know where he's at all times. Number two's a shifty slot receiver that you can't let loose as well. And 79 nose tackle and offensive left tackle. You know, he got hurt right before our game last year, so he's another player who stands out as someone who we got to know where he's at all times, and you know, look to set our protections to where he might be.
Coach, one final thing as you prepare tonight's opener. A lot of times in season openers, a lot of coaches say it's obviously you prepare for the other team, but a lot of coaches say it's kind of a good look at what we do and maybe to improve or to get an idea on where we stand. Is that a similar situation with your football team?
Yeah, I think you just look at it as it's game one. You know, your goal should be to be 1-0, no matter if it's game 1 or it's game 9. And can't treat it any differently. There's a lot to be learned from it, good and bad, win or lose. So you just got to go in and trust your preparation and, you know, see what the outcome's going to be.
Coach, I appreciate the visit. Best of luck on your football team this season.
All right, thank you.
Greenwood has won the previous 2 meetings 2 years ago. I think the last touchdown was scored about an hour ago, 51-49. Greenwood won a game that took 3 hours and 16 minutes to play. The Owls actually had a 2-touchdown lead early in the fourth quarter, but could not hold it. 2 years ago on this field, the Owls opened the season and, quite honestly, did not play very well as Greenwood won 24-7. So the Owls do have one win against Greenwood. That back in 2001 when the two teams played in the sectional. It was a semifinal game at Bullitt Stadium in which the Owls were victorious. We'll see what happens tonight. We look forward again to bringing you the action a little less than 20 minutes from now. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it's our Coach of the Week as we spend some time with quarterbacks coach Alan Perry. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Many companies already rely on Saiho Insurance Services to connect them with high-quality, innovative, and affordable health care. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Saiho Insurance Services. And not only do we provide flexible and affordable health benefit solutions for companies of all sizes, we also offer a wide range of products and services, including comprehensive third-party administration, fully insured plan options, and a local support staff, among many others. Let our local team help you navigate their healthcare needs today. Call us at 812-378-7070 or visit saiho.org today.
Your eyes are the windows into your health. Hi, I'm Dr. Lambring with Connor Smith Eye Center. Do you know why your annual exam is so important? Some physical illnesses can be discovered by routine tests during an eye exam. At Connor Smith Eye Center, you receive the latest in eye technology and treatment. From children to senior citizens, from a first eye exam to specialized eye care, Connor Smith Eye Center is here for you. Make your appointment today. Connor Smith Eye Center, 707 West Tipton Street in Seymour. See your future clearly.
Bob Pointer Family Dealerships is the #1 pre-owned dealer in South Central Indiana and 17th in the entire state. Hello, this is JB Hackman. Bob Pointer not only sells pre-owned vehicles, we buy them too. Your car is probably worth more than you think. Get a cash offer in under a minute. Head over to bobpointergm.com/radio or stop by the dealership for an appraisal. Bob Pointer Family Dealerships, where we sell and buy pre-owned vehicles. Thanks and have a great day.
Royalty Roofing understands the importance of a sturdy roof beyond just aesthetics. As your shield against the elements, a well-maintained roof safeguards your home and business. Royalty Roofing services extend beyond roofing. We also offer gutter and siding installations for comprehensive protection. With our expertise, we handle insurance claims seamlessly and offer flexible financing options, ensuring your peace of mind throughout the entire process. For quality roofing solutions and exceptional service, contact us at Royalty Roofing at 812-523-8392 to protect your property.
Back on our pregame show, we continue to count down to kick off the Owls and Greenwood here season opener, and our coach of the week is Alan Perry. Alan, in his second full year, he's been helping maybe 3 or 4 years, but this is his officially second full year on staff. And moved to a different position this year, AP. You're coaching quarterbacks, and obviously we were talking beforehand, something, a position you know about. You played quarterback for 4 years at Seymour High School, so it's a position at least that you're familiar with this year, isn't it?
It is, definitely. I really enjoyed working with receivers last year, and it's a very similar lens that you see the game through, quarterbacks, receivers, but being back with quarterbacks has been a blessing for me, and I really enjoy doing it. And like you said, I played it. I know nothing against coaching receivers, but I know much more about playing quarterback as well. So to have that experience playing there, to really enjoy coaching quarterbacks has been awesome. See the ins and outs that I used to see as a player. I've really liked it. So yeah, it's been nice being back with the quarterbacks.
Well, and I'm going to start with you this week because, obviously football is a game of 11 kids. I understand that. Everybody knows that. But the quarterback is kind of the focal point. And when you lose a quarterback that we've had for 4 years, you got to replace. That's your biggest replacement. Obviously, Brett was a big part of this program, but he has moved on now to UND, and I wish him the best. So we got somebody else stepping in, and it's somebody, and Mikey Wright's going to take that spot. He hasn't played quarterback for a couple of years, but it's not a position he's uncomfortable with. He played it in middle school and freshman.
Yes, he did, and he's been getting reps there the last few years as well. Yeah. Him and Max Coates have both stepped up really well this summer. I think I've really challenged them a lot here recently, especially just to clean everything up. Like, we want to clean up our footwork, clean up our timing, all of that good stuff. So I've really challenged them the last few weeks, and they've really stepped up to the challenge, I think. And I've been really pleased with how they've handled more film. I mean, we've been watching film a couple mornings a week. The coaching that I've been giving them at practice, kind of, hey, we're doing this and here's why, and they really step up and handle it well. So I'm excited for both of them this year because I think they've really come a long way this summer. And as far as Mikey goes, he's been a 4-year varsity starter now. It may not be at quarterback, but he's been in a lot of big games. He's pitched in a lot of big games on the diamond too. So I know exactly what I'm going to get with him because he's been in these types of situations.
Well, and I think that was the biggest key. There was a question. I know I talked with Coach Moore during the summer, and he said there were a couple kids, and you mentioned Mikey and Coach that were battling. Obviously, Mikey played there as an 8th grader. He got some reps there throughout his career. And I know one of the things, and we had him and Jalen Johnson on our coaches show last night, one of the things I know he talked about was that chemistry that they've had, and it's certainly something that you're looking forward to having again. And with a guy like Jalen Johnson, certainly a playmaker, that chemistry you would think would be there.
Oh yeah, for sure, and you can see it in practice. They're able to make reads and checks that they see, and they're always on the same page with eye contact, hand signals, whatever it may be. They stay dialed in with each other, so it's good to see that coming back. You can definitely tell that when they were playing together growing up, they have that chemistry, and even Logan Shelley too. I mean, they've all played a lot of football together over the years, so it's nice to see that come back, and they haven't missed a beat.
One of the things I noticed in the scrimmage at Silver Creek, and it's something that has changed over the last couple of years, is the technology that we have on the sideline. Back when you played, you didn't have the opportunity to watch video on the sideline. You could watch film, but not during game day. Now, Mikey can come off the field, and while the defense is out there, he can sit there and watch film as it's happening, can he?
Yes, and it's awesome. And I like we give Coach Braden Nichols a hard time, but he works really hard to get that film stuff up. Him and Coach Johnson, Coach Cody Johnson on the road as well. They work really hard to get that stuff up, and when it comes to fruition and it works for us on the sidelines, it's awesome. So yeah, having that as a tool to let Mikey come over, we can talk about what he's seeing. Is it the same stuff we've seen on film all week? Is it something different? Are they giving us a different look? That's really valuable to be prepared for the rest of the game. So the earlier we can get that stuff down and communicated and it all works, the better off it's going to be. So it is a huge tool for us to have for sure.
Obviously, Alan, as we wrap up, when you look at the quarterback position, they always say the quarterback is not necessarily the number one, but he is the quarterback. He runs the offense. He's kind of in charge, and Mikey has that leadership. What's the one thing you're looking for from him, or the attribute from him, that you really think is going to be the biggest influence on this team being successful this year?
Well, like you said, leadership, that's definitely a big one, and he's stepped up in a big way, I think. I've just noticed some small things that he's done that have been huge in the leadership department, but I think I'm just looking for him to be a facilitator. We've talked a little bit about that this summer in our quarterback room, just facilitating the offense, getting the ball where it needs to be and when it needs to be there. And if we can do that, we're going to be very successful. I think we've got coaches that are going to put our players in all the right positions to be successful. So if Mikey can facilitate, be a leader, and then facilitate and get the ball where it needs to be, and when it needs to be there, play on time, I think we're going to be just fine.
Coach, looking forward to a great year. I have a feeling you and I are going to talk a lot over the course of the sports season, let alone football. But appreciate the time. Best of luck this year. Let's get win number 1 here tonight against Greenwood.
Let's do it, Jay. Thank you so much. Go Owls.
Back on our pregame show in just a moment. When we come back, we'll have our Hoosier Hills Conference and our Commissioners Report. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at beattyinsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
Now is the time to talk to your new college student about the next phase in their financial life. Although your student may be away from home, with innovative tools such as TPB Mobile, online banking, and debit cards, they can manage their accounts out of town and still bank with an institution they trust. With no minimum balance required for a hometown checking account, we have everything you need to keep your student at the head of the class. The People's Bank, member FDIC.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And another year, Commissioner, I'm so glad you're with us. And it's always great to have a conversation with you as the Commissioner of the IHSAA.
Boy, Coach, it's here, and it does seem like a very short time that you and I closed up the Commissioner's Corner for the year, but let's open this thing back up this year, and let's have some fun along the way talking about these kids.
That's absolutely the idea. Everyone realizes that Friday, the 23rd, is the beginning of high school football, week number 1, about 190 games. It just continues to grow and grow. I think on Friday night, the excitement, the pageantry, the involvement of kids and communities and schools just continues to be incredibly popular around our state.
It does, Coach. And, you know, one of the things, I just looked at some statistics today, and across the nation, high school football is still growing. And it's up significantly. And, you know, it just shows that there's still a lot of interest in the game, you know, and that goes everywhere from the student athletes that get to put the jersey on and play the game to the fans. You know, if the fans weren't showing up and supporting the high school team, I don't know that we'd see growth in sport, especially participation numbers of our student athletes. So very exciting news about the health of high school football across the country and especially the state of Indiana.
Yeah, and as we get ready to start, we just look around and everybody's trying to figure out who's good, who's favored, this, that, and the other. It's hard to repeat as champions in our state in any sport. It's especially difficult to do in football because teams continue to get, the sport's growing, but teams in our state seem to be getting better and better, more competitive, and I think more balanced throughout all of the classifications.
It does. It goes from, top to bottom. And I know, the people in South Bend or, the region or Lafayette, you can pick a corner in the state and, everybody's working hard to get better. And I think we see that. Coaches are, again, they're just spending all kinds of time developing student athletes, but we do see parity in football. And I think we've seen parity continue to grow in the last couple of years. And that's, again, why the game, we believe, is in pretty good shape. And Coach, anytime in our business we have new people who get to enjoy some success along the way, it really increase his interest, and it's just good for the game.
We're talking with Paul Neidig, the commissioner of the IHSAA. And Paul, in addition to high school football getting started Friday night, and also we've already begun boys tennis, girls golf, soccer, volleyball. Everything's about to get underway or is underway in the fall sports schedule.
We have participation, and it's all started. Again, the dreams are still there. We got, girls golf has been going for actually 2 weeks now. It won't be long, Coach. A couple of shows from now, we'll be talking about the state championship in girls golf. Once we get started, the season goes fast, but the tournament comes quick. And, we'll be doing our pairing show here later on this year and talking about celebrating Thanksgiving and a football state championship in the same weekend. But before then, we have a lot of games to be played and a lot of games to be officiated. And I do want to give a shout out to our officials, Coach, who just do it for the betterment of the game. And it's really the same thing about when they got to play high school sports. They love the game so much that they're willing to go out there, take criticism that's unjust, unfair, and still come back and officiate for these student athletes. I always say we need to thank them and continue to thank them. Understand that they're a human being. They won't be perfect, not capable of being perfect. But parents get to watch because officials choose to officiate, and I'm just thankful for them and the work that they do.
Also thankful for all you and your staff do and all the member institutions do around the state. He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Week 1 of high school football. Everyone get out, support your teams, having some fun, and do it the right way. Paul, thanks for your time. I'll look forward to our conversation next week.
Thanks, Coach, and it's always a highlight of my week. We'll do it again here.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Joint pain, injuries, or foot problems shouldn't keep you from enjoying the game. From athletic training to rehab to leading-edge surgical care, the specialists at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help athletes of all ages get back in the game. And for quick injury relief, the walk-in clinic in our Seymour office is available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. No appointment needed. Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, proud to be the official sports medicine and athletic training provider for the Seymour Owls.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
Ready to make a difference in our community and be part of something great? Outreach Ministries of Seymour is a local nonprofit dedicated to meeting our community's needs through the love of Christ. Every second and fourth Saturday, our food trailer provides free meals, clothing, and hygiene items to anyone who wants it. Come join us and experience God's love. Event details can be found on our Facebook page, or you can visit us on our website, outreachseymour.org, for more information.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162.
Down on the field, it's the last word before kickoff. Season.
Comes up on you out of nowhere, but you realize just how much you've missed it since last November when we stepped off the field for the last time. So we've had a great off season. We've had a lot of kids doing some good things, and we're excited to hopefully really showcase that talent tonight.
Got a lot of some new faces at new positions. Obviously, it's always the next man up motto. But again, some of these kids playing some point in their first varsity game, so a little jitters at the beginning, I'm sure.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of that will go away once the ball's snapped for the first time. And some of these kids, this is their first year playing varsity football, but they've had we like to call it, they've had some appetizers here and there last year. The last couple of years of playing special teams for us on Friday nights, or getting a play or two here, a drive or two here. So a lot of these kids, they've had some abilities to make some appearances in games over the years, but this is their first time getting that true experience as a starter. And last week we did some really good things, and both offensively and defensively, and it was exciting to see that. And I'm ready to watch them play tonight.
Win or lose your first game, it's not going to make or break a season, but that's what the coach. Getting off to a 1-0 start, although a lot of people might not think it's a big deal, but for us, it kind of is. It'd be nice to get a season-opening victory.
Yeah, 0-4, head coach in week one is a hard pill to swallow, but the important thing is coming out and competing, and you don't worry about the win or the loss right now. You worry about giving yourself a chance, and I think if we can come out and give ourselves a chance, that's what it's going to take to determine the outcome of this game. And I want to see our kids fight. I want to see our kids get off to a quick start and just play with energy all night and do some good things out there.
Coach, best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Jay. Go Owls.
Starting lineups and the opening kick is next at Seymour and Greenwood. It all comes your way on 92.7 WSU.
Hi, I'm Vanessa with New Legacy. We are committed to providing payroll, taxes, and accounting services that instill confidence in your business operations. With convenient locations in Seymour and Scottsburg, New Legacy is right here in Southern Indiana, ready to support you every step of the way. Our dedicated team collaborates seamlessly to handle all aspects of your financial needs, ensuring compliance, accuracy, and peace of mind. So do what you do best and delegate the rest to us at New Legacy, specializing in taxes, accounting, insurance, and wealth management. Call today at 812-271-2000.
For over a century, JC Bank has proudly served our communities, including partnering with our local high schools to support student athletes. From thrilling touchdowns to game-winning goals, we're cheering for our teams every step of the way. We've been your trusted financial partner since 1900, providing top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Stop in today and experience the JC Bank difference, or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And back here at Greenwood High School, where the captains are meeting out at midfield, as we are just about set for football here tonight on a warm Friday night. We have had such beautiful weather over the last 3 or 4 days, and today it has all of a sudden gotten warm again. That sun is beating right down on us, especially on me here in the press box. So for the first quarter or so, it's going to be a warm evening. But we are set for Football, the Woodmen won the toss, and they elected to receive. So Seymour will kick off here to open the 2024 season. Glad you're with us here on 92.7 WXKU. Hopefully that you enjoy the broadcast here from Greenwood on this Friday night, and we are set for action. The Owls will kick it off. It'll be Adrian Medina who will tee it up for Seymour at the 40-yard line. Greenwood has three guys back deep: Benjamin Hummel, Josh Carroll, and Gunnar Rupert, as they all stand about the 20-yard line. Of course, the Owls have their kickoff formation where they all bundle up together, and then we'll fake a possible onside, and then we'll spread back out and kick it off. So we are set for football. A nice crowd on the other end. Our location is we have a press box here on the visitor side behind the Seymour sideline. On the other end, Greenwood's home section, about 75% full. A nice crowd here for Seymour tonight as the Owls get set to do battle. Seymour in their all white uniforms, white jerseys, white pants, white helmets with black numbers. Greenwood, resemblance to the Green Bay Packers, have their green jerseys with yellow pants, green helmets, and the G in their helmet. There's Medina. Will kick it off. It's a line drive kick that'll sail over the head of Hummel and into the end zone, and that's a touchback. And that's where the Owls, or the Greenwood Woodmen, will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Defensively for the Owls up front, Braden Riley, a 5'8", 180-pound junior. Curtis Burke, a 6'1", 235-pound senior. Mason Nugent, a 5'8", 180-pound senior. The linebackers, Jalen Johnson, a 6'3", 190-pound senior. Mitch Mellencamp, a 6'2", 225-pound senior. Noah Broughton, a 5'8", 170-pound senior. And Will Mahoney, a 6', 170-pound senior. Greenwood lines up trips to the right. The quarterback is Aiden Hausman, and he will hand to the running back, Gunnar Rupert, right up the middle, and he gets very little yards, up to about the 21-yard line. Give him a yard. Bring up a 2nd down and 9. Rounding out the starting lineup for the Owls in the secondary, Charlie Rocky, a 5'9", 140-pound sophomore. Devon Jackson, a 6'2", 175-pound senior. Aaron Holt, a 5'8", 135-pound junior. And Jackson Brock, a 6'1", 175-pound junior. Again, the handoff is right up the middle to Gunnar Rupert. This time he gets more yards as he picks up about, we'll say, 4 across the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Greenwood will face a 3rd down right off the bat here at their own 26-yard line. The line 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In the shotgun is Aiden Hausman. Back to throw. He rolls to the right. He has some time. Now he's going to step up and he's going to run it. He's got a 1st down up across the 35 and up to the 36-yard line. Will Mahoney finally brings him down, but good protection that time by the Greenwood Woodman. And that time Hausman was able to get into the secondary and get the 1st down. So Greenwood, new set of downs. This time the line trips to the right, 1 to the left. Ball resting at the 36-yard line. In motion goes Hummel. The handoff is to Rupert, right up the middle. Very little yardage. Mitchell Mellencamp meets him right at the line of scrimmage. Will Mahoney was in, as was Noah Broughton. Nice pursuit that time by the Owls defense, and they're not going to give him a yard. They'll hook the ball right at the line of scrimmage, bring up a 2nd down and 10. As always, nice to have you alongside. Justin Blumenberg, always good to have you with you, my friend. Justin always is sending me messages, and he is with us again this year. Appreciate you. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw his house, but he's going to throw it deep. He's got a guy wide open in the secondary. Pass is caught at the 35 and all the way down to the 20-yard line. Somebody got messed up on coverage because Davian Jones was wide open, and the only reason that was not a touchdown was because the ball was incredibly underthrown. Jones had to wait on it for about 2 seconds before it came down to him, but he gets the catch, and Greenwood has it 1st and 10 at the Seymour 20-yard line. This time they'll send 3 receivers to the left. The handoff is to Rupert. He goes right up the middle. Big yardage this time inside the 10. He'll carry a tackler down to the 5-yard line And Greenwood will set up first and goal. Actually, they'll mark his knee down at the 8-yard line. But it's a pickup of 12, and Greenwood has it first and goal at the Seymour 8-yard line. Just underway, clock moving with 9:30 to play here in the first quarter, but the Woodmen started at their own 20, now have it first and goal at the Seymour 8-yard line. Aiden Houseman in the shotgun. This time he has two backs with him. He's going to hand it to Rupert. He goes left side, right up the middle, into the end zone for a touchdown. Gunnar Rupert, 8 yards, right up the middle. And that didn't take long as Greenwood goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And Gunnar Rupert caps it off on an 8-yard touchdown run. And Greenwood has an early 6-0 lead. In to attempt the extra point is William Thompson, a freshman kicker. There's the snap. It's high. The ball is down. The kick is up. It's a low kick, and it's good, though, as it crosses the uprights. On the Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships scoreboard, 9:12 to play first quarter. It's Greenwood 7, Seymour nothing. Back with the Woodman kickoff in just a moment.
Having the proper insurance coverage in place at the time of loss is paramount. We at Stahl Insurance are an independent insurance agency providing insurance solutions from many highly rated companies. We take the time to evaluate each individual client's risks and put together insurance solutions that fit your needs. Stop by our office at 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour or give us a call at 812-524-0692. One of our experienced agents, Shane Tremoyan, Jennifer Skidmore, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, or Chris Stahl are here to help. Also visit us online at StahlInsuranceGroup.com.
So Greenwood takes it 80 yards in 6 plays, capped off by an 8-yard touchdown run by Gunnar Rupert. And just like that, the Woodmen on the board first. It is 7-0, and the Owls will get their first crack at the ball as kicking off for Greenwood is William Thompson back deep. For the Owls, Aaron Holtz and Logan Shelley, they stand about the 10-yard line. As Greenwood has it teed up. Actually, that is not their place kicker. That's a different guy. That is Braden Cave that will do the kickoff honor. So different guy than kick the extra point. Braden Cave has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Again, the Owls back deep. Aaron Holt and Logan Shelley. Cave up to it. He boots it. It's a short kick that Shelley will field at the 20, up to the 30, cuts it to the 40, gets into the open to the 50. He's to the 40. He's down the sideline, and he's tripped up and brought down just inside the 30, 25-yard line. One tackler away from taking that one the distance. But Logan Shelley, a great kickoff return, sets the Owls up in great field position. 1st and 10 at the Greenwood 23-yard line. And that gives us a chance to talk about the Owls offense. New quarterback, Mikey Wright, 6'4", 190-pound senior. The running back is Nick Wheeler, a 5'8", 140-pound senior. Receivers are Jalen Johnson, Alex Milliken, and Devon Jackson. Actually, they're going to line up a 2 running back set. Trayshawn Hawkins lines up in the backfield with Wheeler as a sandwich Mikey. Wright takes the snap. He hands to Wheeler right up the middle, gets it across the 20, down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A pickup of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. The offensive line, 5 brand new guys up front. Alexis Cisneros, a 5'9", 200-pound sophomore, is the left guard. Curtis Burke, a 6'1", 235-pound senior, is the left tackle. The center is Diego Aguilar, a 5'10", 190-pound junior. We'll give you the right side of that line in just a second. 2nd down, 5, right in the shotgun. Wheeler, the lone setback this time. Nick will get the call around left side, but he has very little room to run. As a matter of fact, he will struggle even to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give him the 18, so it'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd and 4, a long 4 for Seymour. The right side of that line at right guard is Evan Von Haney, a 6'3", 330-pound junior, and Blake Stainbrook, a 5'8", 210-pound sophomore. Third down, a long four. Mikey in the shotgun. Wheeler to his right. Shelley and Jackson to the right. Back to throw is Mikey. He wants to throw it into the end zone, and Logan Shelley cut his route off. He made a cut to the inside, and Mikey threw that one into the end zone. There was a miscommunication there, and it'll fall incomplete, and the Owls have it fourth down, and they'll have to go for it here on 4th and 5 from the Greenwood 18-yard line. We hate to see the Owls waste an opportunity. Logan Shelley returned the kickoff down to the Greenwood 23-yard line, but Seymour has gained just 5 yards since the opening kickoff, and now with 7:45 to play, they face a 4th and 5. They'll send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wheeler lines up to the right of Mikey. Right back to throw. He looks, he throws it. Jalen's got it. Jalen's got a first down. Jalen's got the end zone. Jalen's got a touchdown. Well, when in doubt, you find your main guy, and that's Jalen Johnson. As he cut across the middle, Mikey hit him, and Jalen props into the end zone. That is a 18-yard touchdown pass, and the Owls are on the board pending the extra point, 7-6. So Seymour drives 23 yards in 4 plays. Adrian Medina will kick it. The snapper is Mitch Mellencamp. The holder is Aaron Holtz. There's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is short. Looked like he hit it right off the tip of the football and never even almost hit the back of the lineman. So the extra point no good on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard with 7:38 to play. It's Greenwood 7, Seymour 6. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Jackson County Dental. It's time to put a sparkle in your smile with Jackson County Dental and Seymour. Picture this. Same-day crowns for that instant oral treatment, teeth whitening to brighten your day, and Invisalign for a straighter, more confident you. Their team is here for all your dental needs, from routine care to tackling tooth pain and those pesky fillings. And families, this is your dental home. And guess what? They're making it easy with Care Credit, so you can focus on your smile, not your wallet. Call Jackson County Dental today and let Dr. Drake, Dr. Pierce, or Dr. Doug pamper your pearly whites. Jackson County Dental, now accepting new patients. Jackson County Dental.
So both teams score on their opening drive. Greenwood does it the hard way. They go 80 yards in 6 plays. The Owls take advantage of a long kickoff return by Logan Shelley. And on 4th down, a touchdown pass from Mikey Wright to Jalen Johnson. The extra point, however, by Medina was no good. And so the Woodmen maintain a 7-6 lead as Medina has it teed up at the 40-yard line. 3 guys back for Greenwood, 2 standing up on the 15, 1 on the 10-yard line as Medina boots it away. It's a high end-over-end kick. This time it will be returned by Parker Doolin. Brings it to the right side, gets it up to the 30, cuts to the outside, and will go down about the 39-yard line. He caught that on the left hash and brought it all the way across the field. Good blocking out there by the green jerseys. And Doolin is brought down at the 30, we'll mark it at the 38-yard line, where Greenwood will take over 1st and 10. We'll see if the Owls defense can have a little better stand here as they allowed Greenwood to go 80 yards in 6 plays on their first drive. Quarterback is Aiden Houseman. He's a junior in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He'll hand it to Rupert, who is getting the majority of the carries, and Rupert goes right up the middle across the 40-yard line at the 41-yard line. Was tackled there by Jalen Johnson. Also in on the stop for Seymour was Curtis Burke. It's great to call Curtis Burke's name. Remember, he was injured in warm-ups last year before the Greenwood game and missed most of the season. This time, Guyton will throw it. The pass is complete across midfield, caught by Benjamin Hummel. Run out of bounds over there by Charlie Rocky, but not before Greenwood picks up a first down across the 50-yard line up to the Seymour 48. Ball resting at the Greenwood 48-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. This time the handoff will be right up the middle. Again, it's Gunnar Rupert, and he brings it up across the 45-yard line to the 43. Mitchell Mellencamp and Jalen Johnson in on the stop for the Owls. Pickup of 6 for Rupert, and it'll be a second down. Actually, let's make it a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6. Ball resting at the Seymour 44-yard line. This time, Hausman back to throw. He wants to go deep. He's got a man down there. The pass is incomplete, in and out of the hands of the receiver. In on the coverage was Charlie Rocky. But that's a break because that ball was just dropped. Hummel had 2 steps on the out defender and just couldn't pull it in as it went off his fingertips. That was a nicely thrown ball by Aiden Hausman, and Benjamin Hummel just dropped it. So the Owls get a break there. That ball would have been a touchdown had he had caught it. So let's see if the Owls can take advantage of the break. They had Greenwood faced a 3rd down and 5 on their first drive, but they picked it up. This time it's 3rd and 6. Hausman in the shotgun, running to the left. It's Rupert. Hausman will throw it. It's high. Pass is caught. And it's right at the sticks. Pass caught by Davian Jones. But that's going to be enough as he gets just enough. He needed 6. He got about 6.5. Closer to 7. And it'll bring up a first down for Greenwood, as they will set up shop at the Seymour 37-yard line. 6 minutes to play first quarter. Greenwood in front 7-6. This time Rupert gets the carry around the right side and is pushed out of bounds over there by Mason Nugent. Charlie Rocky also was there and forced him out of bounds, but a nice pickup by Rupert around right in as he gains about 6 yards. We'll call it 6. Bring up a 2nd down and 4. Clock moving. Actually, nope, clock stopped since he went out of bounds. 5:54 to play here in the first quarter. Both teams scored touchdowns on their first possession. Greenwood made the extra point. Seymour missed the extra point. There's we stand 7-6. Aiden Hausman in the shotgun. Drops back to throw, and we got our first hanky on the field for the first time, and Greenwood got an early start. 5-yard penalty. That'll mark them back 5, a 1st and 5th, or be a 2nd down and 9, as they'll mark the 5 yards off. Looks like the left guard for Greenwood got a little extra head start. And now we'll put the ball down at the 37-yard line. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, a tight end to the left. He will send Benjamin Hummel in motion. Another whistle, another flag. And again, the Greenwood movement up front. And that'll cost them another 5 yards. So back-to-back penalties on Greenwood. We'll now push it all the way back to the 42-yard line. And we'll bring up a 2nd down and 14 for Greenwood at the Seymour 43-yard line. Again, 5:45 to play here in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right in the shotgun. Back. Nope. He's going to hand it to Rupert. I thought he was going to keep it. Rupert took it at the last minute. Picked up about 4 yards up the middle. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for Greenwood at the Seymour 37-yard line. Boy, an opportunity here for the Owls to get off the field here. 3rd down and long. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Aiden Hausman, play clock down to 6. Gets the snap off. Back to throw. Has got time. Wants to throw it downfield, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Hummel. That time, good coverage, though, by the Owls, as was Charlie Rocky. And who else was that back there? That was a new face into the lineup for Seymour. I got to get my roster out here. Give credit to Alex Milliken, who came in at one of the safety positions. And he was right there with Hummel step for step. And that'll bring up a 4th down. And Greenwood's going to go for it. Obviously can't kick a field goal. Feel like they're too far in Seymour territory to punt it. So they'll go for it. 4th and 10 at the 36-yard line. Back to throw is Houseman. Throws it down the middle. Pass is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. Pass was caught by Jeremiah Carter. Picks up 14 on the play. Just a down and out. And Houseman hit him. And that'll be a 1st down for Greenwood at the Seymour 25-yard line. Two receivers this time to either side. Houseman in the shotgun. He'll hand to Rupert right up the middle. Pounds his way forward down to close to the 20-yard line at the 21. Tackled there by Mason Nugent. Also Noah Broughton in on the stop. The Owls are not very big up front. We've talked about that on the coaches show last night. The size-wise, Seymour is not very big. And right now, Greenwood's size, the offensive line for Greenwood is winning the battle up front. Again, the shotgun. Back to throw is Heitman. He throws it across the middle. Ball knocked down by Aaron Holt. Great play by Aaron Holt. Ball intended for Damian Jones, but Aaron Holt knocked it down, and that was a touchdown saver because Jones was open, and Holt at the last minute knocked it away, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 7 as Greenwood is about to take part in their 12th play of this drive. Drive that started at their own 39-yard line, picked up a 4th down. This will another 3rd down. They've already picked out 2, and the Owls jump into the neutral zone. And that won't be a 1st down, but it'll make it a lot easier to pick up 3rd and 2. So Greenwood, couple penalties on this drive. They were able to overcome them. The Owls get a defensive offsides. And now Greenwood has a 3rd and 2 at the 16-yard line. Clock is stopped at 4:06 to play here in the first quarter. Receivers to either side. They go double tight end this time. Actually, a tight end to the left and an H-back. The snap, the handoff to Rupert around right side. He doesn't have much room, but he doesn't need much to get the 1st down, and he will get the 1st down. And we got an injured Greenwood player on the field. It's like one of the linemen is down. So while he is being attended to, and it being a sticky, humid evening, the teams are going to be instructed to go to their sidelines to get some water. We'll step aside. 4:01 to play first quarter. It's Greenwood 7, Seymour 6. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Your eyes are the windows into your health. Hi, I'm Dr. Lambring with Connor Smith Eye Center. Do you know why your annual exam is so important? Some physical illnesses can be discovered by routine tests during an eye exam. At Connor Smith Eye Center, you receive the latest in eye technology and treatment. From children to senior citizens, from a first eye exam to specialized eye care, Connor Smith Eye Center is here for you. Make your appointment today. Connor Smith Eye Center, 707 West Tipton Street in Seymour. See your future clearly.
Many companies already rely on Seymour Insurance Services to connect them with high-quality, innovative, and affordable health care. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seymour Insurance Services. And not only do we provide flexible and affordable health benefit solutions for companies of all sizes, we also offer a wide range of products and services, including comprehensive third-party administration, fully insured plan options, and a local support staff, among many others. Let our local team help you navigate their healthcare needs today. Call us at 812-378-7070 or visit sciho.org today.
The injured Greenwood player was their center. He was helped off the field. In fact, was putting very little weight on his left leg. That was Alex Duarte, a 5'10 junior. So first down for the Woodmen as play resumes. The snap, the hand right up the middle. That is a new back in there that time. That is Anthony Scaramazzo, who took over, who got the run that time. Scaramazzo picks up, let's say 3 yards. We'll give him 3. Second down and 7. Ball resting at the Seymour 10-yard line. Clock moving with 3:10 to play here in the first quarter. Greenwood in front 7-6, but threatening to add on here. Aiden Hausman in the shotgun. A high snap, pulls it down. Rupert back in there. This time he has very little room to run, and he will be stuffed by a host of owls, about 6 white jerseys. That time met Rupert as he got just about a yard. They'll give him forward progress to the 9. Actually, they might even give him the 8. We'll say the 8 and make it 3rd down and 5. As this is now the 14th play of this drive. In the shotgun is Rupert. Rupert with Hausman in the shotgun. The hand, the give is to Rupert. Right up the middle, left side, breaks a tackle, lunges for the end zone, and they're going to give it to him, a touchdown. Got the left side of that line that time. He lunged the ball into the end zone. They'll give him the touchdown, an 8-yard touchdown run for Gunnar Rupert. Second 8-yard touchdown run of the game. And with 2:22 to play here in the first quarter, Greenwood extends their lead as they drive 61 yards in 14 plays, but this extra point is no good, and that ball never did get off the ground. It actually bounced right into the back of the Seymour players' feet. So, on the Bob Pointer family of dealership scoreboard, 2:22 to play first quarter. It's Greenwood 13, Seymour 6. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Royalty Roofing understands the importance of a sturdy roof beyond just aesthetics. As your shield against the elements, a well-maintained roof safeguards your home and business. Royalty Roofing services extend beyond roofing. We also offer gutter and siding installations for comprehensive protection. With our expertise, we handle insurance claims seamlessly and offer flexible financing options, ensuring your peace of mind throughout the entire process. For quality roofing solutions and exceptional service, contact us at Royalty Roofing at 812-523-8392 to protect your property.
Yeah, I was ready to receive the kickoff as Greenwood has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Logan Shelley last time returned the kickoff all the way back to the Greenwood 23. So let's see if Greenwood decides to kick away from Shelley this time. He is on the right side. Aaron Holt is the other guy back there on the left side, as Braden Cave has it teed up at the 40-yard line. He approaches the football, and this time it's an end-over-end kick that looks like Hawkins will take one of the upbacks, and he's going to find very little room. And as a matter of fact, Hawkins will be brought down at the 31-yard line. So they kicked away from Shelley that time, and Hawkins gets it, and the Owls will start their second possession at their own. They'll actually give him the 32. We'll say the 32-yard line, as Mikey Wright will bring his team back out. Nope, they actually will mark it at the 31-yard line. So that is where Seymour will take over. Looks like they're going to line up with the tight end as Devon Jackson is out. He will line up as a tight end to the right. Jalen Johnson and Logan Shelley come out to the left. And the hand, though, is right up the middle to Trayshawn Hawkins, and he gets very little yards. Matter of fact, he's going to be knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll bring up a second down and 10. Devin Jackson was actually lined up as a receiver. It was Jalen lined up as the H-back to the right. Now Logan Shelley comes in as the Owls look like they go back to their 4 wide receiver set. Shelley and Milliken go to the left. Jackson and Johnson to the right. Back to throw is Mikey. He will throw it out to Jalen. Jalen's got it at the 40, up to the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. End zone. Touchdown, Seymour. That is a 69-yard scamper, but it's going to come back. There is a flag on the field back at the 43-yard line, and they are going to bring it back. It's an illegal block in the back, and that's one of those penalties that you can say it did not have to be made. Jalen Johnson had that touchdown easily, whether the block and where the flag is thrown. The flag is thrown almost on the hash mark, so it was completely away from where Jalen was. That was definitely did not have to be made, but it was called, and that takes away the touchdown. It still will be a first down because the penalty is from where the block happened, so it'll come all the way back to their own 47-yard line. But that is a sign of what Jalen Johnson can do, simply athleticism. He caught it, made 2 moves, and then was down the sideline for an easy touchdown, but unfortunately the block in the back will bring it back. So 1st and 10 at their own 47. Jalen goes in motion right to left. Mikey back to throw. He throws the same pattern to Jalen. Jalen's got it this time, and they'll corral him at the Greenwood 45-yard line. That was the same exact play. The fake to Hawkins, and Johnson just basically pops out into the flat, and Mikey hits him, and this time Greenwood had 3 guys around him, but Jalen's still able to get 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down and 2 now at the Greenwood 45-yard line. Clock moves under a minute now, 50 seconds to play. First quarter, Greenwood in front 13-6. 2 running backs, Hawkins and Fields back with Wright. Mikey will hand to Hawkins. Trayshawn bounces off a couple blockers, or a couple tackles, but then is swarmed and will go down right at the line of scrimmage. So again, Hawkins gets nothing on that carry, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2. The Owls, they do not have to run a play before the quarter, and I don't think they are. Coach Alan Perry came down and was motioning to his watch to Coach Moore, saying you don't have to run a play. Coach says, I know, and they will simply let the clock run out. So it's been an eventful first quarter, both offenses up and down the field, and we've played 12 minutes of football in this opening week of the high school season on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It's Greenwood 13, Seymour 6. You're listening to Seymour Football.
As school approaches, it's the ideal moment to introduce your children to the fundamentals of banking. At the People's Bank, we offer the Hometown Checking Account, where kids can earn a statement credit by using their debit card just 12 times a month. Additionally, our Little People Savings Account teaches the value of saving. Empower your child with financial knowledge and set them up for success. Visit us today to discover the perfect products that keep your child ahead of the class. The People's Bank, shaping future financial leaders one account at a time. You can count on us. Member FDIC.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at BeattyInsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
Ready for second quarter action. The Owls will have it 3rd down and 2 at the Greenwood 45-yard line, as they will now work from right to left on across as I face them here. Mikey Wright in the shotgun, and before the snap, a whistle. And Greenwood took a timeout. So that is strange. Not a single second goes off the clock in the second quarter, and Greenwood called a timeout. It'll give us a chance to thank a couple of our sponsors this year for Seymour football, and we certainly thank them for all the work that they have, or the investment they have made in with us for Seymour Sports. Stall Insurance, Jackson County Dental, Connor Smith Eye Center, Seymour Insurance, Royalty and Company, Beatty Insurance, Schneck Medical Center, Schneck Orthopedic Services, BSM Group, New Legacy, S&B Wall Covering, JC Bank, Jackson Live, and Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, and Prosperity Financial Services. We thank all of our sponsors for sponsoring Seymour Athletics this season. So we'll set to part 2 here as the Owls again up to the line of scrimmage, facing a 3rd and 2. And the shotgun is right. Johnson lines up as an H-back to the left, now shifts over to the right. Wright takes the snap. He's going to run an option with Jalen. He's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down across the 40, and we'll get it across the 39-yard line. That's one of those where Jalen went with him, was in front of him. Mikey had the option of maybe shoveling it to him, but Mikey saw the path and had the first down in sight, and he took it himself and gets it across the 40-yard line to the 39, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for Seymour. That was a nice design play there by Coach Moore as Mikey Wright picks up the first down and moves the sticks. 1st and 10. This was a drive, if you back, a touchdown called back because of an illegal block. But the Owls again have a new set of downs. Play clock down to 5 as they just get to the line, down to 3, down to 2. You got to get the snap off. They do. The handoff is to Hawkins. He finds very little room again as he fights forward to the 36-yard line. A pickup of, we'll say, 2, 2nd down and 8. That play looked rushed. And actually took the snap with 1 on the play clock and looked like that they were kind of in a hurry and play out of sync from the beginning. And actually Hawkins picking up 2 yards was probably as good as you can get out of that circumstance. Nick Fields back in. He'll be the running back next to Mikey. 2 receivers to the left. Johnson lines up as an H-back to the left. He will go in motion. Mikey rolls to throw, looks, throws it downfield, pass is caught, and I believe that was Devin Jackson. It was. Devin Jackson makes the catch, and that's enough for the first down. Good protection that time by the right side of the offensive line as Mikey was able to roll out and complete the pass down to the 26-yard line where Seymour will set up shop. 1st and 10, clock moving, 10:30 to play. 2nd quarter, Greenwood in front 13-6. The Owls with a 1st and 10 at the Greenwood 26-yard line. So far, neither defense has been able to stop the offense. Greenwood 2 for 2 on touchdown drives. This is the 2nd drive for Seymour. Here's a shovel pass to Shelley. Gets it around left end to the 20. Breaks a tackle and goes down. Actually, they say he stepped out of bounds at the 21. He made a jab on the sideline. Looked like he was able to get up to about the 15, but official on the near side said he stepped out of bounds at the 21. So that looked like it was going to go for a lot more than what it did. Actually turns out to be about a 5-yard gain. Bring up his 2nd down and 5 for Seymour. Owls scored on their first possession, a 23-yard 4-play drive. This time they started this drive at their own 31, and this is play number 9 for Seymour. As Wright takes the snap, back to throw. He's got a blitz, gets rid of it, a screen pass. It's caught by Fields, and he has very little yards. Mikey just did get rid of it. Greenwood sent a weak side blitz, and Mikey got rid of it just as he got hit. Nick Fields made the catch, but he was knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gave him a yard. They will. 3rd and 4 for Seymour at the Greenwood 19-yard line. Looks like the tip of the ball on the inside of the 30. So we'll call it 3rd down and 4, as Seymour has 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. This time, Jalen lines up as a tight end to the right. The snap, right, will keep it himself, goes up the middle, gets brought down from behind, and I believe has the 1st down. And he does. Fake the handoff that time to Fields. That was a design quarterback. Could have been a quarterback option, but Mikey kept it, and he gets the 1st down up to the Greenwood 15-yard line. So a new set of downs. Seymour working on their, this will be play number 10 of this drive. Mikey in the shotgun, a bunch formation this time, 2 tight ends. Back to throw is right. He looks, throws it into the end zone, intended for Johnson. He goes up, he catches it, and they're going to say he was shy of the goal line as he comes down at the 1-yard line. So the pass complete to Jalen, and they mark him down at the 1-yard line. The Owls will have it 1st and goal, clock moving just under 8 minutes to play. See if they'll do anything but run Mikey right up the middle here. They will bunch the formation. They'll send a receiver to the left, but they have 2 tight ends right under center. Takes the snap, hands to Fields, right side, end zone, touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Wheeler. I think I said Fields. Nick Wheeler, a 1-yard touchdown run as the Owls drive 69 yards in 12 plays. And Adrian Medina is in to kick the extra point and try and tie this game up. He did not get it off the ground last time. We'll see if he can get up there. It's actually Jacob Dow will snap it. And Greenwood jumps into the neutral zone. Actually, no, was this Mellencamp on the long snap? Now let's see what coach decides to do. Greenwood jumps into the neutral zone, which means the ball gets moved to the 1-yard line, and the Owls are going to go for 2. So the ball gets moved up to the 1.5-yard line, I guess you could say. They normally. And the Owls decide to bring their offense back out and go for 2. That's 7:38 to play here in the first quarter. See what they decide to do on this 2-point conversion. Milliken will come out to the left. They'll bunch everybody else up, double tight ends, Jackson and Johnson to the right. Nick Wheeler, the setback. He will get the hand across the middle into the end zone. 2-point conversion. Nice job by the right side of the offensive line as they blew open a hole, and Nick Wheeler took it in for a 2-point conversion. And so the Owls take advantage of the offside penalty. And on the Bob Pointer family of dealership scoreboard, 7:38 to play second quarter. It's Seymour 14, Greenwood 13. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Joint pain, injuries, or foot problems shouldn't keep you from enjoying the game. From athletic training to rehab to leading-edge surgical care, the specialists at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help athletes of all ages get back in the game. And for quick injury relief, the walk-in clinic in our Seymour office is available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. No appointment needed. Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, proud to be the official sports medicine and athletic training provider for the Seymour Owls.
So for the first time tonight, Seymour has the lead as they score and go for 2. It's now 14-13. So both teams have had the ball twice, and both teams have scored touchdowns on their drives. And now Medina will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Well, we have a chance. Want to congratulate the Seymour tennis team. Pick up a victory tonight over Scottsburg. The Owls get the win 4-1. Parker Thompson and Carter Stein, straight set winners at 1 and 2 singles. Shun Tahuchi and Joel Stevens, 3-set winner at 1 doubles. And Xavier DuBois and Braylon Busby, a straight set winner at 2 doubles. So the Owls get the victory. Now 3-1, they'll host Brownstown tomorrow. So a busy schedule for Coach Stein's troops, but they got victory last night against Providence and good victory tonight against Scottsburg. There's the kick by Medina. It's fielded at the 5-yard line, brought back up to the 30. Flag on the play. I think there's going to be a penalty on Greenwood for a hold. The ball was returned by Jeremiah Carter up to the Seymour 30-yard line. But let's see what the flag is. And it is a holding penalty against Greenwood, which means that's the spot of the foul where the foul was. And they will mark it off. They're actually going to mark it off from the 30-yard line where the run back came from. So they'll mark it right at the 20. So Greenwood will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. Greenwood's first possession of the night started at their own 20, and they went 80 yards in 6 plays. So we'll see if the Owls defense can make the stop. So far, neither defense has stopped either team. The difference, Seymour converted a 2-point conversion. Both teams have missed an extra point, and Greenwood kicked one. Therefore, here we are, 14-13, with 7:30 to play, second quarter. Hausman in the shotgun. He will hand to Rupert. Nope, he'll keep it himself around left end. He's into the open to the 35, the 40, and tripped up and brought down there by, looks like, is that Jackson Brock? Nope, it was Alex Milliken who made the stop for Seymour, and Alex looks like he might be a little slow getting up. He's going to stay out there, though. But a nice pickup of 20 yards for Hausman on the keeper. And it's 1st and 10 now at the 40-yard line. This time, Hausman back to throw. He wants to throw down the field, intended for Jones, and it's over his head and incomplete. There was absolutely nothing fancy about that. It was a simple fly pattern. Davian Jones was at a straight sprint, and Hausman just overthrew him. So a 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped even 7 minutes exactly to play, with the Owls in front 14-13. This time Greenwood will send 3 receivers to the left side, to the right side, 1 to the left. In the shotgun is Hausman. Takes the snap, hands to Rupert. He will get it up about the 42-yard line and will be thrown back there. Mitch Mellencamp. Bottom of the stack, it was Jalen Johnson as well. A nice job by that interior line that time for Seymour. And again, Greenwood is faced with a 3rd down, although the Owls have not been able to get them off the field. They are a perfect 3 for 3 in 3rd down conversions. I make that 4 for 4 tonight. So see what they do here on 3rd and 8. 3 receivers to the left. Hausman will throw to the right, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for Jeremiah Carter, and that was well out of his reach. Kevin Jackson on the coverage out there, but that'll bring up a 4th down, and I would think Greenwood's going to have to punt the football, although the quarterback stays out there. On 4th down, this would be a big gamble, and it is. So a 4th and 8 at the 42, and Greenwood will go for it. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hausman rolls out to the left. He looks. Now he's going to tuck it in and run it. He's got the 1st down across midfield and into Seymour territory at the 48-yard line. So yet again, this time a 4th down conversion. And Seymour is able to, or Greenwood is able to move the sticks as the Owls simply can't get off the field in key circumstances. 1st and 10, ball at the Seymour 48. Clock is moving, 6 minutes to play. There's the snap, the hand to Rupert. He will go up the middle, and again, nothing there. Curtis Burke that time was right there to lead the charge. Also, Will Mahoney in there. Noah Burton was there as well. Braden Riley. Good pursuit that time by a host of Owls. No yards. Be a second down and 10 at the 48. Again, Houseman in the shotgun, takes the snap, and now we got a whistle, and Greenwood's going to take another timeout. 5:26 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships scoreboard. It's Seymour 14, Greenwood 13. More Seymour football in a moment.
BSM Group's your trusted partner for utility engineering, drafting, and right-of-way permitting. With a proven track record of excellence, BSM Groups delivers precision and expertise that's second to none. Whether you are a utility company or utility contractor, BSM Groups can optimize your projects and ensure compliance so you can meet deadlines and exceed expectations. Visit us today at bsmgroups.com or give us a call at 812-271-2400. BSM Groups, your blueprint to success in the utility engineering industry.
5:26 to play, second quarter. Seymour in front, 14-13. Following the timeout, Greenwood has a 2nd and 10 at the Seymour 48-yard line. This time they'll line up 2 receivers to either side. Houseman in the shotgun with Rupert to his left. Takes the snap, back to throw, and pass is picked off. It is intercepted that time, and it's Jalen Johnson. He read that perfectly. And an interception, first turnover of the game, and the Owls have it 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. So the first mistake of the game, Greenwood turns it over with the INT. Down there on the field beforehand, talking with Coach Mike Dow, and he looked at me and he says, pitch and catch and don't turn the ball over, and you might just win this football game. And so far, that seems to be the case. Owls have made some nice plays offensively, and they get a turnover. So first turnover for them, and now Seymour has it at their own 44-yard line. Mikey Wright takes the snap. He'll hand to Hawkins. Trayshawn bounces it to the right and will go down about the 45-yard line. Pickup of a yard. Bring up a 2nd down and 9. Keep in mind, the Owls do get the ball first to start the second half. So if they can somehow maybe get a drive together here and take this down as close as they can to halftime would be an advantage for them, obviously. And Seymour not in any hurry as they will huddle up and come to the line of scrimmage. But they got to move a little quick here. They've got the play clock down to 8 as they come to the line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jalen in a H-back. And Alex Milligan took off before the snap was made. So that'll cost the Owls 5 yards. That's legal in arena football, but not in high school football. Can't get a head start. I think you can get a head start, too, in Canadian Football League, can't you? And the receiver might get a head start. I don't know if you can or not. Actually, I think you can. I know in arena football you can. 2nd down and 13 at the 40. Mikey takes the snap. He rolls out to the left. He looks, he throws. Pass is caught by Milligan, but no, they say he was out of bounds. He caught it, but they say he was out of bounds, so it'll come back to the 40 and bring up a 3rd down and 12. And the clock obviously stopped with 4:21 to play here in the second quarter. See what Seymour dials up here on 3rd and 12. They'll send Jackson to the left. This time they'll split 3 receivers, Shelley, Milligan, and Johnson. Mikey takes the snap, back to throw. He rolls to the left. He's got some pressure, gets rid of it, throws it high and incomplete, almost intercepted. Actually, Jalen Johnson did a nice job to prevent the interception as the Greenwood defender, Gunnar Rupert, had the pick, and Jalen put his hand in there at the last minute to knock it away and force a 4th down, and we'll see what the Owls do here on 4th and 14 at their own 40-yard line. And they're going to go. Mitchell Mellencamp is out. He is the new punter. Coach talking about that last night on the coaches show, how Mitch has been very impressive in practice punting the football. He is in punt formation. Jacob Dow will snap it. There's the snap. Punt is away. It's a short punt, but it's a high punt. That will take a Seymour bounce. It'll bounce inside the Greenwood 30-yard line and down to the 28-yard line, where the Woodmen will take over 1st and 10, again at their own 28-yard line with 4 minutes and 4 seconds to play here in the second quarter. So the Owls get the interception from Jalen Johnson, but are unable to do anything offensively. And now we'll settle up here defensively now as Greenwood takes it at their own 28-yard line. Again, 4 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the second quarter. Looks like they'll come out in a double, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun is how many? Oh, what a hit there by Riley. No, I beg your pardon, Mason Nugent. Mason Nugent practically took the handoff. Hausman was going to hand it off to Rupert, and Mason Nugent was in the backfield almost before the handoff. That's a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Those are type of plays sometimes that will cause balls to come loose. Unfortunately for the Owls, it did not, but nice play there by Mason Nugent. 2nd and 13. Hausman in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to throw, and he sails it over the head of the intended receiver, Hummel. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 13. And the good news for the Owls is the clock stops with 3:22 to play. And Greenwood has the football at their own 25-yard line. So both teams score on their first 2 possessions, but offenses have hit a brick wall here in the last 5 or 6 minutes. If the Owls can get off the field here on 3rd down, 3rd and 13, but trips to the left. Hausman rolls to the left. He throws it out there, and it's incomplete. And it looks like the turf monster got Hausman as he was throwing it. He tried to plant to throw, and he lost his footing and was falling down as he threw it, and he threw it well wide. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and into punt for Greenwood is Heidel Destin. Heidel Destin is the punter. And back deep for the Owls is Alex Milliken and Aaron Holt. Play clock is down to 1, and they're either going to have to take a timeout or a penalty. Do they take a timeout? I never saw anybody signal timeout. Now it's a delay of game. They were trying. They only had 10 guys out there, and they were trying to run an 11th guy out. And I was watching the coach over there, and he never once signaled timeout, and they indeed called delay of game. So move them back 5 yards. Owls should have great field position here. Returners are positioned at midfield. It's a high snap. The punter gets it. It's blocked. It's blocked. And the Owls are going to take over at the Greenwood 10-yard line. And that was Mason Nugent who blocked it. It was a high snap. The punter made the catch, but then tried to turn around and punt it. And Mason Nugent came in and blocked it. And the Owls will take over 1st and 10 at the Greenwood 12-yard line. So special teams +1 for the Owls. So Seymour has it 1st and 10 now at the Greenwood 12-yard line. Mikey Wright in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Wheeler, the running back. He gets the call. Left side, 10. Cuts it back into the 5. Still Wheeling. Down inside the 3 to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard run for Nick Wheeler. And that'll be, or are they going to give him 9? They're going to say, nope, they're going to say it's a 9-yard run. So it's second down, and it's 2nd and 1. They can get a first down. Ball resting at the Greenwood 3-yard line, and Seymour can get a first down. So a big-time play there by Mason Nugent. Made a great defensive play on first down to put him in a hole, and then he gets the block punt, and the Owls have an opportunity. The hand is to Wheeler, right side this time. He will fight. He's got the first down. He doesn't quite have the touchdown, but he will have the first down, and he's down to the 1-yard line. So Nick Wheeler fights his way forward to the 1. And now it will be a 1st and goal, and the Owls are in no hurry right now. Clock is ticking with 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Seymour in front, 14-13, but trying to add on to their lead here. Seymour will huddle up. Play clock down to 10. They will break the huddle at 10. Can't imagine them doing anything fancy other than maybe handing it to Wheeler. Mason Nugent lines up as the fullback here. Their goal line formation, I guess you could say. Mikey Wright will keep it himself, and he bowls into the end zone for the touchdown. So Mikey Wright, he goes over the left side of the end zone. And look, he went behind Diego Aguilar, the center, and Curtis Burke, and Alexis Cisneros on that left side. And it's a 1-yard touchdown run for Mikey Wright as the Owls go 12 yards in 4 plays and lead it now by a score of 20-13. And Adrian Medina is in to kick the extra points. So Seymour takes advantage of the blocked punt as Medina will kick it off the hold. Holding is Holt. Mellencamp will snap it. There's the snap. It's a bad snap. Holt has to roll out. He will throw it into the end zone, and it'll be a knockdown. It was a bad snap. It bounced up to Holt. Aaron simply couldn't get it down. He rolled out and tried to throw it into the end zone for Jalen, and it was knocked down. So the conversion is no good. And with 1:42 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard, it's Seymour 20, Greenwood 13. You're listening to Seymour Football.
New Legacy understands the importance of securing your future, and we are ready to serve you at either of our locations in Seymour or Scottsburg. Insurance isn't just about protection. It's about providing peace of mind and financial security for you and your loved ones. Whether it's safeguarding your business, home, or health, New Legacy is here to guide you through the process and ensure you have the coverage you need. Don't wait until it's too late to protect what matters most. Call today at 812-271-2000 or visit us to start building a legacy of security. When it comes to insurance, do what you do best and delegate the rest to us at New Legacy.
Medina has it teed up for the Owls at the 40-yard line. Seymour increases their lead now to 7 at 20-13. By the way, coming up at halftime, we'll again talk with members of the fall sports at Seymour coaches, and as we always do, we start with Seymour Golf, and Jim Hoffman will join us coming up at halftime, which is a minute 42 at least on the clock. And as if you know football, you know this might be the longest, a minute 42 of the entire first half right here. But we'll see. Greenwood only has 1 timeout. They've had to use 2 timeouts, and the Owls defense is really Seymour has all 3 of their timeouts. So we'll see what Coach Moore does here if they can get a couple stops early. Got to get the stop on the kickoff first, as Williams will bring it back for Greenwood up to the 25, cuts it out to the outside the 30, the 35, and will be tripped up and brought down just shy of the 40-yard line. Nice return there by Davian Jones. And they'll mark him out of bounds at the 37-yard line where where Greenwood will have it 1st and 10. With a minute 34 to play here in the second quarter. Aiden Hausman, a 6', 167-pound junior. Greenwood lines up 3 receivers to the left, which is the far side of the field. and one receiver to the near side. Gunnar Rupert is the running back to Hausman's left. Back to throw. Wants to go deep down the field, and it is incomplete, and a flag comes down as the Owls are going to be called for pass interference. Greenwood doesn't do anything fancy on the routes. I've noticed that their receivers, they simply run fly patterns. And 4 out of the 5 times they've been in the secondary. They've gotten past the Owls secondary. That time, Aaron Holt just simply tackled Davian Jones, which if you want to be truthful, might not be a bad penalty, because had Jones caught it, momentum would have carried him inside at least the 25 or the 20. The penalty, it's not a spot foul. It's just a 15-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage, so it comes all the way back to the 47 of Seymour. While it's a 15-yarder, it could have saved Seymour 27 yards at least on that particular play. We'll see if that is beneficial. Hausman takes the snap, hands to Rupert, and he will go nowhere. Nice defensive play that time for Seymour. I am very limited on my space up here. That's a new face into the lineup for Seymour, and I want to make sure I get him called out. That's Alexis Cisneros, who was on the offensive line and came in to play nose tackle, and they did a nice job on the tackle there. 2nd down, 9. Clock moving, a minute to play. Hausman has some pressure this time. Flags come down, and in what will probably be a hold, Hausman eventually goes down. Jalen Johnson tackles him after about a 4-yard gain, but those flags, 2 of them were thrown, one by the middle official, one by the back official, and both are very commonly holding penalties, and it is a hold on Greenwood. So that will obviously take the penalty and move them back 10 yards. So we'll move it back to the 44-yard line, where Greenwood will have 2nd down, and we'll call it 2nd and 19 with 51 seconds to play. There's the snap. Hausman rolls to the left, looks, throws it downfield. Pass is caught this time by Josh Carroll, and he takes it down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. That's a pickup of 23 and enough for the 1st down. They'll stop the clock to move the chains, and when they reset it, clock will move with 42 seconds to play. 1st and 10, Greenwood. Back to throw is Hausman. Gets some pressure, throws it out, passes complete to Rupert. Ball comes loose. It's still on the turf, and it's picked up by Greenwood at the 41-yard line. And now Greenwood's going to have to take a timeout. And Gunnar Rupert is hobbling on his left foot as he comes up. Rupert caught the screen pass, and I did not see who hit Rupert, but somebody hit him, knocked the ball loose. Ball came all the way back to the 43-yard line, but Greenwood was able to recover. And then they had to call timeout to preserve the time with 27 seconds to play. So we'll keep it here. I have one more commercial I have to get to here before halftime. If I have to put it in at the beginning of our halftime, we will. But we want to make sure we get the call here. When play resumes, it'll be 2nd down. The play eventually what it came down to was about a 6-yard loss after that ball scooted free. So it'll be 2nd down and 16 for Greenwood back at the 41-yard line with 27 seconds to play. And I know my good friend Justin Blumenberg, as a former safety, what's the number 1 rule? Justin, don't get beat deep, right? And Greenwood, as they have shown, they like to run the fly patterns. Damian Jones and Josh Carroll both simply just run straight down the field. We'll see what they do here as Hausman takes the snap, back to throw. This time has some pressure. Now he rolls out to the left. He is going to tuck it in and run, and he's not going to go anywhere as Jalen Johnson runs him out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he got out of bounds. His forward progress was stopped in bounds. That clock should not have stopped. But they do stop it with 18 seconds to play. Jalen caught him and kind of ran him out of bounds, but forward progress had stopped inbounds. They should have kept that clock running, but I guess in high school, if you go out of bounds, you go out of bounds, whether it's forward progress or not. Third down, 16, back at the 42-yard line with 18 seconds to play. Houseman takes the snap, back to throw. He throws it down the field, and it's intercepted again. This time it's Jalen Johnson with the pick, and he goes down at the 35-yard line with 10 seconds to play. The Owls will get the ball first to start the second half. So I would suspect they're just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with a 7-point lead. So second interception of the game by Jalen Johnson. And it looks like the Owls are in kneel down formation, although Greenwood, only 3 guys are up at the line of scrimmage. Everybody else is kind of scattered around looking at the sideline. Now they get back into position as the official puts the ball in play. Mikey Wright will take the snap, and he will take a knee. And that will end the first half of play. On the Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships scoreboard, halftime, it is Seymour 20, Greenwood 13. Our halftime show is brought to you by Prosperity Financial Insurance. Our halftime guest is Seymour girls golf coach Jim Hoffman. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll be back to talk with Coach Hoffman in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162.
Long-term care, death, and disability create stress and grief that take a toll on you and your family. Let the professionals at Prosperity Financial create solutions that can aid and comfort you and your loved ones in these significant events. Visit Stan Tremoyan, Brian Covener, and Ryan Banner at 419 West 2nd Street, Seymour, or call 812-522-3180.
Securities offered through Parkland Securities, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Prosperity Financial is independent of Parkland Securities, LLC.
For over a century, J.C. Bank has proudly served our communities, including partnering with our local high schools to support student athletes. From thrilling touchdowns to game-winning goals, we're cheering for our teams every step of the way. We've been your trusted financial partner since 1900, providing top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Stop in today and experience the J.C. Bank difference, or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jackson County Dental. It's time to put a sparkle in your smile with Jackson County Dental in Seymour. Picture this. Same-day crowns for that instant oral treatment, teeth whitening to brighten your day, and Invisalign for a straighter, more confident you. Their team is here for all your dental needs, from routine care to tackling tooth pain and those pesky fillings. And families, this is your dental home. And guess what? They're making it easy with Care Credit, so you can focus on your smile, not your wallet. Call Jackson County Dental today and let Dr. Drake, Dr. Pierce, or Dr. Doug pamper your pearly whites. Jackson County Dental, now accepting new patients. Jackson County Dental.
Halftime here as the Owls take on Greenwood. And again this year, we're going to feature the fall sports for Seymour High School. And as has been the case for many years, we start with girls golf. And Coach Jim Hoffman, how many years now, Coach?
I'm not real sure, but I think it's 8 or 9 for the girls.
I would have guessed more than that.
Yeah, it was supposed to be for 1 year, but we get attached, so we're still here.
Every year I asked Coach, I said, when are you going to is this going to be your last year? I think this is going to be my last year. And then every year I see the girls golf team Coach Jim Hoffman, he stuck it around for another year. So let's talk about this team. You guys, you kind of get match heavy at the early part of the year as far as when you start. You've got 5 or 6 matches in the span of a couple of weeks. So you've really been into the prime of your season. And just talk a little bit about this team and what you have seen so far.
Well, we have everybody back this year, which has been a blessing for us. And we start off before school gets in session. We have our first 2 tournaments before they're back in school. So it's been really good. We always start out tough. Our competition's tough. We go to Bloomington Country Club, and then we turn back around and have our invitational. And we struggled a little bit. We only have 4 girls that were healthy to start the season. So we got to count all 4 scores. And they go to Bloomington Country Club. It's a pretty tough little course. And then we turn around with ours. And that 2-day span, we made some pretty good improvements over that day. We got some nerves out of us. And if you've been playing 4 years, you're still nervous.
Sure.
And then we started some dual matches, and we played at Franklin last weekend. And we played well, and we're getting better, and the girls are a lot of fun, and we're getting back our 5th now. Caroline's coming back. So things are trending the right way, and they tend to. We tend to get better as the short season goes on. But really proud of them. Great bunch of young ladies, and that's one reason why we continue to do it is because we just get attached to them. But they've done well. We're really trending down. We've been in the 190 area, and our goal was 380. And I told Arv at the beginning of the year, 190 is or 380 is where I feel like the worst we should be. And we started off at 425, 430, and now we're down average about probably 380, 385, and that's going to put us where we need to be at the end of the year.
You talk about having a 5th golfer in the sense of, I know Caroline Dennis has been injured and has been able to. It kind of puts you behind the 8 ball for those that don't understand when you're playing in a meet or a tournament. You count 4 scores. And if you have 4 golfers, if somebody has a bad day, you've got to count that score because it could happen. Whereas if you have 5 golfers, you can, you have a bad day, you can throw that score out. You haven't had that luxury so far.
No, we haven't. And the girls know that, and they tough it out, and they think about every shot, and they understand that no matter what we shoot's what we shoot. And having that extra, that one, that allows for, hey, maybe somebody has a great day, somebody has, an average day, and we get that better score. But they've been doing a really, really good job. Katie and Emily Winley doing a great job hanging in there with us, and Emily Windley's really improved. Shayna's really improved. Emmy Followell's made leaps and bounds. She's really dedicated herself to it. But I'm just really proud of that, and they know, and they're kind of stick together. It's a tight-knit group, 4 or 5 girls, and that's what's really kind of pushing us to where we want to be. And I'm proud of that.
2 seniors, right?
2 seniors, Emily and Katie.
Yeah.
Been here 4 years, this is our 4th year of varsity, and we've got the experience, and, golf's a tough game. And no matter how long you've been playing it, still, it's pretty tough.
Sure. I think a lot of people can relate the fact that golf it's a team sport, but it's also an individual sport because you are your own enemy, your own victim, your own hero out on the course, because what you do is determines on how you play and not necessarily how others play.
Yeah. You're playing for your score. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're playing the position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're playing for your score. And, we try to make it, we want that team atmosphere. And we're all pushing each other but that you are shooting your score. And, when we get down to regional and state, you can qualify as a individual, but we really want the team there. That's what makes it worthwhile. We had Katie qualified for regional last year, and it's just a little different. That's the first time we hadn't taken a team, and since I've been doing it, and we really want that team at the regional, and that just makes it a little bit better. Now we get to states different. When Bridget was there, it's a little different atmosphere when you don't have all your girls around, and so we push the team thing, and the individual comes out in it, but it is a team sport.
We talk about this every year in the sense of the courses that you get to play are second to none, and I include Shadowwood because I think Shadowwood is becoming one of the top courses in Southern Indiana. But you talked about the Bloomington Country Club. You got to play the Legends last weekend. Otis Park is another course, and I'm sure you go down south too a couple of times. So when you talk about playing some of the top-notch courses, these girls get that opportunity to do so.
Yeah, we played Otter Creek the other day. Shadowwood, Ryan Myers and Sean Marshall take care of us out there. It's an outstanding course, and it's always in great shape, and everybody loves to come play it. But we do play, we'll play Otter, we'll play Bloomington Country Club, we'll play Legends, we'll play Otis. We do play Harrison Lake every other year. And they get the benefit of that. And Mr. Cottrell said the other day, he goes, man, I just wish that I get to play the courses they get to play. And, it's nice. And it makes it really nice for the ladies to be able to play those courses. But Shadowwood, bar none, is our place, and we love it, and we're really happy to be there.
Well, when you talk about the guys at Shadowwood, I know they are very courteous to the girls as far as the accommodations, but it's still a public course. But I know they are very courteous to what the girls are doing when they're out there playing, as far as helping them or even giving them instruction.
Yeah, and Sean and Ryan are always right there for us. And, if they see the girls there and it's not during the day, a practice day, and they see something, they always do that. And it's one big happy family out there. And they do such a great job for us. Ryan fixes clubs if they're broke. And, we have it really made out there, where we get to play all the time, and we're a priority. And that's hard to say sometimes, but they do put us first most of the time. And, it's inconvenient to some of the public play probably, but we try to stay out of the way and we try to do our thing, but they really take care of us.
When you talk about, and we talk about the courses, you also are very notorious. And I've noticed, we've talked about this too, how you play the best teams in the state. I think your very first tournament you play over at Bloomington, 13 or 14 teams that were ranked in the top 20 were in that tournament. And you've always said that your girls, and each group is different, but what I appreciate about this is your girls love to play. You've mentioned the Evansville North, who's been a top-ranked team in the state, state qualifier. They might won the state championship a couple years ago.
They won 7 or 8 in a row.
Is that right?
Or 7 or 8 out of 9 or something.
Yeah, so very notorious. But your girls love to play with those girls because they, you see that. You see what good competition is that they can maybe not necessarily emulate, but certainly shoot for as far as a potential goal.
Yeah, and we've always been like that. And I stress, Brian, Coach Ted, and I stress that. We want to play with the best and play against the best, and that's how we're going to get better. And the girls that we're playing against, we want to play with those young ladies. And I tell you what, they really push us to be as good as we can possibly be. But it's been like that forever, and we're going to continue that because they love to see good golf, and it makes us better.
Sure. When it comes down to it, a couple things. Obviously, for the season, you're always looking at the Hoosier Hills Conference on how you can finish there. And then, obviously, as you said, the sectional. And I've looked at some of the results that you've had. Obviously, Bedford and Floyd are two of the top teams in the conference. I don't think there's any question. But you've been very competitive with the other teams in the conference to where conference tournament, maybe a third or even a fourth place finish could very well be possible.
Yeah. We've with our other conference foes, I think we're third. Jennings County, you look at Columbus East, we're right. We've beat them. I won't say easily, but we've beat them by a number of strokes, and so we continue to trend like we are. And that's our goal. I mean, we want to be top 3 in conference. We'd love to win conference, but top 3 in conference, and then of course, top 3 in sectional gets us out. But we really have that opportunity, and even with only having 5 girls, we have that opportunity, and they're putting out the effort, and you can see the results. The results are there. Yeah,
and that's the one thing about golf is numbers don't lie. I mean, you see what the scores are, and you send scores every week to me or every meet, and you can see those scores going down. I think one match here recently, you had 3 of the 4 girls were under 50, and that where you were at the beginning of the season to where you are now, you can see the improvement. And I guess that's all you could ask for, is that the girls continue to work on their weaknesses in their games to continue to improve their scores.
Yeah, we tried to find where they're, lacking at, whether it's around the green, off the tee. But we've had, I think our last 3 dual matches or tri matches, we've had at least 3 girls in the 40s. And Emily's right there close. So, yeah, we get 3 girls in the 40s, and Shayna had a 43 the other night. 3-putted a couple greens, and she would have really had been a medalist. And we had medalists at Columbus East with Emmy and Shayna the other night joint. So, yeah, we're trending down like we always do, but and that's our trend, and that's our goal. Of course, conference and sectional, then regional.
Sure. I could go on and talk with you. I always enjoy talking with you about golf, but we've hit our time a lot. One final thing I wanted to mention was the fact that you would love to have girls come out and join. Right now, you're obviously you got 5. You're going to have 5 girls once Caroline gets healthy. But golf is unfortunately, and it's not just a local. It seems to be a statewide thing, that it's kind of girls are just not playing anymore. And you would sure love that. To anybody that would like to give it a try is certainly welcome to call or contact you or Shadowwood and see about maybe starting up golf as a sport.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the number one scholarship available in college is girls golf. And if people realize that and put a little effort in, and we'll be happy to work with them, but we would love the participation. And I make phone calls every year trying to beg and plead, but get your young girl out there playing. Your daughter, we'll be happy to help. There's youth camps. Sam Camp puts on a youth camp at Shadowwood. We will be happy to do everything we can to make them better and enjoy it. It's a sport you can play for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I was out at the driving range a couple of weeks ago and ran into Lainey Jackson, who was out there hitting. And I remember her saying that in middle school she would have never thought she'd be playing golf, and now she can't think of a time when she doesn't want to play golf. So it can certainly grow on you. There's no question about that. Jim Hoffman, Coach, I appreciate the time as always. Best of luck the rest of the year. We'll talk to you hopefully come tournament time, and continued improvement and success with the girls team. I appreciate you stopping by as always.
Well, thank you, Jay. We appreciate it. Go Owls.
Back to Greenwood in just a moment. Here as we continue, you're listening to 92.7 WXKU.
Many companies already rely on Seymour Insurance Services to connect them with high-quality, innovative, and affordable health care. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seymour Insurance Services. And not only do we provide flexible and affordable health benefit solutions for companies of all sizes, we also offer a wide range of products and services, including comprehensive third-party administration, fully insured plan options, and a local support staff, among many others. Let our local team help you navigate their healthcare needs today. Call us at 812-378-7070 or visit sciho.org today.
Cataract surgery is a quick outpatient procedure that removes the cloudy lens of your eye and replaces it with a clear artificial lens. Dr. Brooks at the Connor Smith Eye Center performs hundreds of these surgeries each year. More than 98% of patients report their vision is significantly improved after cataract surgery, making it one of the most popular and successful surgical procedures. Your eye doctor can help you decide when you're ready for cataract surgery. See the doctors at Connor Smith Eye Center today. 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
And back here at Greenwood, where we are just about set for second half action. The Owls and the Woodmen, Seymour in front by a score of 20-13. Just a quick preview of what's to come for Seymour High School sports. It's a busy day tomorrow. Boys soccer team has a good challenge. They're hosting state-ranked Bloomington South. I believe they come in ranked 6th or 7th, right? 10 o'clock JV start with varsity about 11:30. Seymour off to a good start. Of course, beat Jasper last weekend. Boys tennis team plays. They've had a busy first week. How about 5 matches in the first 6 days? They got a win tonight over Scottsburg 4-1, and they'll host Brownstown Central tomorrow. I believe that's a 10 a.m. start. I don't have the time in front of me, but if somebody on the tennis team is listening or affiliated with the tennis team is listening, you can verify to me, but I believe that is a 10 o'clock start tomorrow. The girls soccer team, they're at Bloomington North, and the volleyball team is at Madison tomorrow. So good luck to all the sports teams involved at Seymour High School tomorrow. And hello to you too, Danielle Ritchie. I just get a text, hi, Jay. That's very nice of you, by the way. I appreciate that. Hi to you and everybody else who might be with you listening. 20-13, the Owls in front as they will get the ball first to start the second half. Seymour, of course, taking advantage of the big play in that first half. I guess you could say one of the biggest plays was the blocked punt. Mason Nugent blocked a punt. Seymour took over at the Greenwood 12-yard line and scored the touchdown to go ahead. Jalen Johnson with a couple interceptions in the first half, and Nick Wheeler, a touchdown run, and Mikey Wright, a touchdown run, and Jalen Johnson caught a touchdown pass. So the Owls ready to receive it as Logan Shelley and Aaron Holtz back deep as Greenwood has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Ready for second half action. There's the boot. It's a line drive kick that Shelley will take at the 10, up to the 20, cuts it to the 25, looks for an opening and can't find anywhere. Now just run it out of bounds. Take what he can get, and the Owls will take over first and 10 at, let's see where they mark it. Looks like the 27-yard line. So Seymour will take over first and 10 at their own 27. And Mikey Wright, the quarterback. Nick Wheeler, Trayshawn Hawkins have seen some action. Hawkins will start in the backfield with Wright to his left. Jalen lines up as an H-back to the right. Receiver Jackson to the right. Shelley and Milliken to the left. The handoff is to Hawkins right up the middle. And he'll get, we'll give him about 3 across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Bring up a second down and 7. Seymour, this time looks like they're going to come out same formation. Milliken will come out to the left. Hawkins lines up next to right. Actually, Jalen's going to line up in the backfield. Now he'll shift off to an H-back to the right. Jackson and Shelley to the right. The handoff. This time Mikey will keep it. Get hit about the 35. Fight his way forward. And they're going to be about a half a yard short, I think. Oh, now they're going to stop the clock. Are we going to have our first measurement maybe? Nope, they're going to give him a first down. Although the down marker says third down, but the near official is saying move the chain. So there you go. So it is a first down that time. Mikey, I tell you what, he lowered his shoulder that time and got an extra yard or so. So the Owls up to the 37-yard line. First and 10. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end to the left. The snap, the give is to Hawkins. He bounces it to the left side. He's got some room, 45. Again, he bounces off a tackler and goes out of bounds right at the first down marker. And actually, the first down marker had fallen down, and he was a good 2 yards beyond the marker. So a 12-yard pickup that time for Trayshawn. That was a nice run. He just simply found some room over around the left end, bounced off a couple tackles. And the Owls get back-to-back first downs as they move it up to the 48-yard line. Clock at 10:30 to play, third quarter. Seymour in front, 20-13. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wright takes the snap. Back to throw. Now he's going to roll out to the left. He's going to tuck it in and run. He gets it across the midfield and will fight his way up to the 47-yard line. That'll be a pickup. We'll call it a 4-yard pickup. Second down and 6. Seymour methodically moving the ball right now. Started at their own 28-yard line, 27-yard line.
And they have moved it into Greenwood territory at the 48, 2nd down and 6. Jackson and Shelley go out to the right. Milliken to the left. Johnson lines up as a tight end to the left. Hawkins, the running back, with Wright. He'll get the carry right up the middle, across the 45, and bowls down to about the 44-yard line. Going to be about 2 yards short of the first down. We'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Owls at the Greenwood 44-yard line. Mikey Wright over on the sideline gets the play from Coach Tyson Moore, who also, of course, is acting as the Owls offensive coordinator. See what the Owls dial up here. 3rd and 2. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hawkins lines up to the right of Mikey. Wright takes the snap, hands to Hawkins, left side's got the first down, cuts it back in across the 40, and goes down to the 37-yard line. And the Owls are just simply moving this one right down the field on the ground. Nice job by the offensive line, especially the left side of that offensive line. Curtis Burke, Diego Aguilar. We'll see if Cisneros, he was in at nose tackle, and he's still in there as well at the left guard. Burke, left tackle. 1st and 10, Seymour, ball at the 38-yard line. This time Shelley goes in motion. They're going to jet sweep it to Logan around right end, 35-30. Gets it to the outside and is going to be brought down again right at the first down marker. That'll technically go down as a pass in the statistical chart if you are keeping stats at home. I don't have my stat man, Lance. I miss Lance. If he's listening, I miss you, Lance. But that was one of those where Logan goes in motion and goes in front of Mikey, and he kind of dumps it off. It's technically a pass, and it goes for 11, and it's a first down. And the Owls have it 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Again, moving right down the field here to start the 3rd quarter. This time it's Wheeler, but Mikey Wright will keep it. Gets a block from Jalen. What a block by Jalen Johnson, and Mikey Wright gets an extra 4 yards. I'm telling you what now, Jalen Johnson was out there on the left side, the linebacker for Greenwood. Who was that for Greenwood? Number 11, whoever that might be. Dominic Williams thought he had a beat on Mikey Wright, and Jalen just leveled him. I don't know that he ever saw that block coming. It sprung Mikey out. And, well, that just shows you maybe apparently Jalen's block was not legal. They're going to call it an illegal crackback block, and I'm assuming it's on Jalen. I don't know. I'm not an expert, so I'll simply say that was he laid the guy out, but apparently it was not an illegal block. So unfortunately, it's a 15-yard penalty, and that'll bring it all the way back to the 49-yard line. It'll bring up a first down and a mile. And we're going towards the south, so it's 1st and Columbus here as the Owls have it at the 49. Right back to throw. Wants to set up the screen, and he does, completes it, but it's going to be a loss of yards as Wheeler catches it, but Greenwood read it, and it's going to be about a 3-yard loss despite the completion. That'll move it back to their own 48-yard line, and it'll technically now bring up a 2nd down and 35. So not only was the penalty, but the penalty happened behind the line of scrimmage. So it was 15 yards from where the penalty happened. So now it's 2nd and 35 at Seymour at their own 48-yard line. So a drive that was very promising has all of a sudden hit the skids. Mikey rolls out to the left. Has some pressure. Now he throws it down the field, and the pass is incomplete. Intended over there, I believe it was Jalen Johnson. It was. Jalen was the intended receiver, but it was thrown over his head. Had it been complete, it still would have been a good 20 yards shy. So that brings up a 3rd and 35. What do you dial up for 3rd and 35? think you just try to get as much as you can. Don't turn it over, punt it, and put them back there deep. So the Owls had a first down at the Greenwood 27-yard line, but the penalty has forced them back, and now a 3rd and 35 from the 48. Right, straight back to throw. And he gets hit. Ball comes loose, picked up, and they're going to say incomplete pass, and Mikey Wright is down. And Mikey was hit, never saw the blitz coming. It was for Greenwood, Parker Doolin, a 6'5", 168-pound junior, came from the blind side and hit Mikey just as Mikey got ready to release it. And he is down and being checked on by Kyle Coates and the Seymour training staff at the 40-yard line. Well, maybe hope it was just the wind knocked out of him. He is now sitting up. They don't seem to be checking any particular body parts other than Kyle is down squatted talking to him. And I'm thinking he maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. Maybe that was a hard hit. Doolin came. Mikey never saw him coming. And I think that's exactly what happened. I think he got his bell rung pretty good on that. So they ruled it an incomplete pass. He released the ball. Had they ruled it a fumble, the Owls actually would have picked up about 15 yards because Curtis Burke picked the ball up and he was running and had about 10 yards, but they ruled it incomplete. And Mikey is up and will walk off in his own power, and he's sitting down here on the bench ready to look at film, and I think he just got his bell rung. And looks like we'll see. Have to go through the concussion protocol, obviously, but Kyle Coates isn't even looking at him, so I think he's going to be okay. So in the punt is Mellencamp, and he gets it away, a high kick, a good kick that'll hit about the 20. Oh, take a Greenwood bounce, and Seymour downs it. Nugent comes down and downs it at the 24-yard line. That ball hit at the 20. Seymour had guys down there, had it taken a Seymour bounce, could have maybe downed it inside the 15, 10-yard line, but it took a Greenwood bounce, and Nugent did a nice job to get it before it came back any farther. And Greenwood will take over at their own 24-yard line. So a promising drive for the Owls in the crackback penalty hurts and will now move it back. And now Greenwood takes over their first possession of the second half with 6:42 to play, and the Owls in front 20-13. Quarterback hands it off to Rupert, and he doesn't go anywhere. The Owls have done a lot better job covering up the middle. Rupert had opportunities there in the first half, had good chunks of yardage, but has since been squalled as the Owls defense has tightened up in the middle, and now Greenwood has an injured lineman down. So timeout is called as the training staff will come out. We'll step aside for a commercial break on the Bob Pointer family of dealership scoreboard. 6:29 to play third quarter. It's Seymour 20, Greenwood 13. You're listening to Seymour Football.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at beattyinsurance.com. Beatty Insurance, we are here when you need us.
Offensive lineman for Greenwood is walking gingerly towards their sideline as the Woodmen will have a 2nd down and 9 situation after a 1-yard gain by Rupert at their own 26-yard line. Aiden Houseman, a 6', 167-pound junior, the quarterback. Gunnar Rupert, who's had the majority of the carries, this time back to throw. The screen for Rupert, and it's deflected. Jalen Johnson, I think, got a piece of it. Jalen was coming in, charging, and stuck his big paw up there as the ball was thrown. And I think he got a piece of it. It kind of deflected away and fell incomplete. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 9 for Greenwood at their own 26-yard line. Again, the defense has done a really nice job outside of those first two drives. Greenwood went right, scored on an 80-yard drive, and then followed that up with a 61-yard drive. But since then, a couple interceptions, a forced punt, now a 3rd and 9 for Greenwood. As Houseman back to throw. He's got some pressure. He's going to step up. He's going to get hit. He's going to go down. They got to him that time. Big pressure. Jalen Johnson on the outside forced him back in, and then Curtis Burke was able to get him as he stepped into the pockets. I think Braden Riley also was in there. Actually, Will Mahoney was there as well, and a nice job by the Owls, and they will force a punt. And the last time Greenwood punted, it was a high snap, and Mason Nugent was able to come and block it, which set Seymour up at the Greenwood 12-yard line and resulted in their 3rd touchdown. So we'll see if, first of all, Greenwood's got to get the snap better. And Seymour should have pretty good field position. There it is. It's a better snap. The punt is away. It's a short punt. Fair catch is called for. And by Alex Milliken, and then the Greenwood player kind of hit Milliken. Yeah, it wasn't a hard hit. Did they throw a flag eventually? They did throw a flag. Well, they concurred, and then they threw a flag, and it will be. He hit him. Milliken called for the fair catch. He caught it. The Seymour other returner, Aaron Holt, actually collided with Milliken, and then the Greenwood player hit Milliken. Didn't hit him hard, but hit him. And then the officials kind of got together, and one of them dropped the flag, and that's a 15-yard penalty, and will set the Owls up at the Greenwood 40-yard line. So 15-yard penalty is beneficial, and Seymour has it 1st and 10. At the Greenwood 40 with 5:17 to play 3rd quarter. Still our halftime score is on the board, 20-13. The Owls in front. Mikey Wright is back in at quarterback. 2 receivers to either side. Johnson goes in motion. He's going to get the jet sweep around the 40. Cooks to the 35, the 30, the 25. Goes out of bounds inside the 25. And now we got a Seymour player down and cramping, and this is something you might see in the second half. It is a humid evening. It's not hot. I wouldn't call it a hot, overbearing night, but now that the sun has gone down, it is humid. And you could very well see a lot of cramping, and that's what you got. I'm not sure who it is that is cramping. I didn't see the number that went down for Seymour. I can tell you the guy that came in was Riley Munoz, and it's Evan Von Haney who will kind of jog off the field. You can tell it's a cramp and just trying to run it off, trying to walk it off. So Van Haney comes out, and Riley Munoz comes in. The run by Jalen, a pickup of 16. The Owls 1st and 10 at the Greenwood 24-yard line. Right in the shotgun, Nick Wheeler to his left. Wheeler will get the carry, fights his way up the middle across the 20 and down to about the 19-yard line. Good pickup of 5 on 1st down. 2nd down and 5. Again, the ball at the 19-yard line. They'll actually put the nose of it on the 19. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. Clock moving, 4:40 to play, 3rd quarter. Seymour in front, 20-13, trying to add on to their lead. They'll send Milliken and Shelley to the left. Jackson to the right. Johnson lines up as a tight end to the right. The hand is to Wheeler, again, right up the middle. Nick fights his way forward. I think the ball came loose. Greenwood says they have it. Let's see what the official says. Official has not signaled anything yet. And they still haven't said anything. Greenwood players are jumping up and down, but the official has never said. Now they do signal Greenwood football. So, unfortunate break as Wheeler coughs it up, and Greenwood will take over inside the 15-yard line at the 14. First down and 10 for Greenwood at the 14 following the turnover, the first turnover of the game for the Owls. Seymour converted. Actually, Seymour did not convert either turnover into points in the first half. They converted the blocked punt into points. But Greenwood gets their first turnover, a fumble, and now will take over again first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Two receivers to either side. Quarterback in the shotgun, straight back to throw. Wants to go deep. Intended for Pommel. He's incomplete. In and out of his hands. Nice defensive play that time as Charlie Rocky was step for step with Benjamin Hommel. And Rocky able to knock it away. Whether he got his hand in there or not, don't know. But Hommel unable to make the catch. And it's second down and 10. Good coverage, though, as Charlie was step for step with him as he was running a straight fly pattern down the field. So second down, 10, ball at the 14. Same formation for Greenwood. They have two receivers to either side. Houseman in the shotgun, Rupert to his left. There's the snap. The hand is to Rupert. Tries to find room up the middle. Drags a couple tacklers forward this time. Good pickup of about 5, we'll call it. Bring up a third down and 5 for Greenwood at the 19-yard line. Well, mark it down at the 18. We'll call it 3rd and 6. Seymour has buckled down defensively here the last few possessions. And now we have a timeout. We got a whistle. And it looks like a Greenwood player is down on the far sideline, and that looks to be a cramp as well. So in the world of sports wagering, what's the over-under on number of cramps we're going to see in the second half? That's number 2. So they'll get water out to the players. We'll step aside for a break. 3:36 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard at Seymour 20, Greenwood 13. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Royalty Roofing understands the importance of a sturdy roof beyond just aesthetics. As your shield against the elements, a well-maintained roof safeguards your home and business. Royalty Roofing services extend beyond roofing. We also offer gutter and siding installations for comprehensive protection. With our expertise, we handle insurance claims seamlessly and offer flexible financing options, ensuring your peace of mind throughout the entire process. For quality roofing solutions and exceptional service, contact us at Royalty Roofing at 812-523-8392 to protect your property.
A mortgage is a huge commitment. You want the best for your family, so why would you settle for anything less than the best when it comes to your mortgage lender? At the People's Bank, we put you first and help find the perfect mortgage just for you. Come see one of our experienced mortgage loan originators today to find out how the People's Bank can make your house hunting experience much easier. The People's Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You can count on us.
Third down and 6. Hausman rolls to the left. He fires down the field. Incomplete. Intended for Josh Carroll, but he threw it behind him, and a nice job by the Owls defense to come up with a stop there. And on fourth down, the punter for Greenwood, Destin Heidel, will be back in to punt the football. Aaron Holt and Alex Milliken back deep for Seymour. They are standing just inside the 50-yard line. I think they're maybe a little bit too deep. This kid got a punt off earlier, and it was not a very good punt. Now we got a whistle. What do we have? Timeout is called by Greenwood. They didn't have enough guys out there. They only had 10 guys. This happened to them in the first half. They had to run a third guy on. They actually took a delay of game. This time, they call the timeout. We'll keep it right here. 3:25 to play third quarter. Seymour in front 20-13. That's the score we had at halftime. The Owls have had really a couple opportunities here in the second half. They had a opening drive they had inside the Greenwood 30, but a 15-yard offensive penalty, a crackback block, stalled that drive. And then the last possession, Seymour had it inside Greenwood's 20, but fumbled. But the Owls defense both times has been able to come up with stops. They've gotten Greenwood to force now to, this would be the second punt of the quarter, as they are set up again, 4th down and 6 at the 18. Once again, Holt and Milliken. And now Milliken will, actually, they line up as if they're going to go for it. They brought their offense back out there. 4th and 6. They are going for it at their own 18. He's going to quick kick it. Yes, that's exactly what he does. And the punt is going to bounce and take a Seymour bounce all the way back inside the 35-yard line. So they kept their quarterback in their houseman, and they did a quick kick, and he promptly kicks it 16 yards. Don't know that's what they had planned. They tried to get Seymour off guard and not allow it. They'd been better off to punt it. Seymour took over about their 50. But so the Owls, for the third time here in the quarter, have the possession inside Greenwood's territory at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. As Mikey Wright will bring his team to the line. 2 receivers to the left. 2 running backs, Wheeler and Hawkins, both back there. And Wheeler is going to get the carry. And Nick will fight his way up across the 35, or down across the 35 inside to the 34-yard line. Be a pickup of 3. 2nd down and 7. And the Owls will use some clock here as it winds down to 2:50 to play. 3rd quarter, the Owls in front. In Seymour next week, the home opener, as they will host Jeffersonville at Bullitt Stadium. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Hope to see a lot of purple there. Back to throw is Wright, sets up the screen, throws it out to Jalen. Jalen's got it at the 30, down to the 25, and he fights his way forward to the 20-yard line. Jalen Johnson, the screen pass, and got his way to the outside. Pickup of 11. And it's a 1st down for Seymour. Lance says he's got over 5 cramps before the game's over. We'll see. We're at 2. Clock moving, 2:10 to play, 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, Seymour. Ball resting at the Greenwood 21-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Johnson, a tight end to the left. This time, Wright goes under center and hands it off to Nick Wheeler, and he is bounced behind the line of scrimmage. So they kind of tried to, I don't know whether they tried to fool Greenwood by going under center, or Mikey kind of ran up to center and take a quick snap. And it didn't fool him because Wheeler got the carry and then got hit right as he took the handoff. That's a loss of 2. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 12. No offense, but let's not run that play again. That didn't work very good. This time they'll go. Nope, there go. Mikey's going to go up under center again. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap. Back to throws. Got some pressure. Rolls to the right, and then he throws it down, and he might be called for grounding. He was outside the pocket, but he did not get it back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think there's any way he doesn't get called for grounding. And let's see, do they throw the flag? Nope, they're going to. Well, they said, I guess the ball did get past the line of scrimmage. I didn't think it was. He was outside the pocket, but you still got to get it to the line of scrimmage. Unless high school, you don't. Unless in high school, if you get outside the pocket, maybe that's all you have to do is be outside the pocket. Again, that's a rule that's different in high school than college or pros, so I have to learn that one. Nonetheless, it's 3rd and 12. This time, Wright will go back into the shotgun. Straight back to throw. He's got some pressure. He's going to get hit. He's going to go down. That time, Mikey got pressure from the outside. Couldn't evade it. And he goes down at the 3-yard line, and let's see what the Owls are going to do. Are they going to – it's going to be 4th down, and we'll call it 4th and 23. And I think they bring it in the punt team. They go try to pooch kick it down inside the 15-yard line. That's exactly what they're going to do. Mitchell Mellencamp is in to punt it, and they're asking him basically to pin this deep. Greenwood doesn't think they're going to punt it. They don't put anybody back. There's the snap. Mitch will kick it, and he boots it. It lands at the 5 and rolls into the end zone. Just too much foot on it. Got it up in the air, and it landed at the 5, but it was not enough air to get down there and down it, and it bounces into the end zone, and Greenwood will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 20. So, again, the Owls, 3 drives this quarter. Put this on your calendar. Put this on the note board, the fact that Seymour's had 3 drives to where they've had a 1st and 10 inside Greenwood's 30-yard line and have not scored a point. 3 separate possessions. They've had it 1st and 10 inside the 30. And they have not got a single point. So 3 opportunities to extend the lead to a 2-possession game, and they haven't been able to do it. Defense asked to stop again. 1st and 10. 17 seconds to play here in the quarter. Quarterback Hausman in the shotgun with Rupert to his left. He'll give it to Rupert right up the middle. Nice gain this time for him as he bounces his way up across the 25 to the 26-yard line. A pickup of about 6, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter of play. We are where we are at halftime. It is on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships scoreboard. After 3, it's Seymour 20 and Greenwood 13. Back with the 4th quarter in a minute. You're listening to Seymour Football.
New Legacy Wealth Management understands the significance of financial planning and the impact it has on your future. Our location in Seymour, New Legacy Wealth Management, makes it easy to navigate your needs. Hi, I'm Matt DeSablon, and together we can personalize financial strategies, helping you with retirement, education savings, and investment growth. Working with a professional not only ensures you're making informed decisions, peace of mind knowing your financial future is secure. So do what you do best and delegate the rest to us in New Legacy Wealth Management. To start building your legacy today, call us at 812-271-2000.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Joint pain, injuries, or foot problems shouldn't keep you from enjoying the game. From athletic training to rehab to leading-edge surgical care, the specialists at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help athletes of all ages get back in the game. And for quick injury relief, the walk-in clinic in our Seymour office is available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. No appointment needed. Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, proud to be the official sports medicine and athletic training provider for the Seymour Owls.
We are ready for 4th quarter action. Greenwood has it 2nd down and 4 at the 26-yard line. And they will run it up the middle with Ruperts, and he will be just shy of the 30, which means he'll be about a yard shy of the 1st down. Be a 3rd down and 1 for Greenwood. Actually, I beg your pardon, that was Scaramazzo, the backup running back, who took the carry that time. Scaramazzo is the running back in here to start the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 1. Scaramazzo will get the carry again. He gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, but he's able to fight forward and will get the 1st down. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage. Curtis Burke had a nice penetration, but just wasn't able to wrap him up, and he was able to get across the line for the 1st down. And now we have another cramp, as a Seymour player is down with a cramp as his fellow teammates try to stretch him out. Let's see, I believe that is Noah Broughton, or I think that's Broughton. It is Noah Broughton, who is the Seymour player that has the cramp. And they'll direct the teams to go to either side and get some water. Again, it's a humid night. Just underway, 4th quarter. 20-13, Seymour in front. This is where we were. This game started out, if you remember last year's game, Greenwood beat Seymour 51-49. And the way this game started, we thought it looked kind of like similar. It was going to be one of those track meets. Greenwood scored on their opening drive, an 80-yard drive in 6 plays. Seymour came back, got a good kickoff return by Logan Shelley, which set up the Owls at the 23-yard line. 4 plays later, they were in the end zone. Greenwood came back with a 61-yard drive in 12 plays. And then the Owls responded with a 12-play, 69-yard drive. After a couple missed extra points and a 2-point conversion, the Owls were in front 14-13. Then they got a blocked punt to set up their 3rd touchdown, but that's where we are and where we stand right now, 20-13. As Hausman is in the shotgun, Rupert is back there with him again. Noah, by the way, got up and ran off on his own power. There's the snap. The hand is to Rupert right up the middle, and he's got big yardage across the 40-yard line to the 42-yard line. And that's a first down. Actually, that's Scaramazzo. So I don't know if Rupert maybe got hurt. He did go down. He limped off earlier, and maybe he hasn't come back in. So Scaramazzo is the running back out there right now. But that was a nice run by him up across the 40 to the 42-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 now for Greenwood. Got 2 receivers to either side. Hausman gives it to Scaramazzo right up the middle. Good yardage again up right around midfield. So Greenwood is looking like they did on their first drive of the game, where they just run the ball at will right up the middle. And now a Greenwood player is down with cramps. I think that is number 4. As the Greenwood staff will come out and attend to the player who's got the cramp. And while that happens, again, both teams go to the sidelines and they are given water, trying to keep fluids in them to prevent that from happening. Clock is stopped with 10:11 to play here in the 4th quarter. The Owls in front, and as quickly as the young man was down, he is right back up and walking off the field. So we are I think we're ready for action. Official has not put the ball in play. Now he signals the ball in play. 1st and 10. I beg your pardon, 2nd and 2. Ball right at midfield. As Hausman is in the shotgun. Scaramazzo is the running back. They're in the pistol formation. They've got an H-back up in front of him. Hausman gets the snap, hands to Scaramazzo. He's hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Johnson got in there first, and then Noah Broughton also was there as well. So a nice defensive play by the Owls, so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. They'll mark it right back at midfield, so no gain. And the Woodmen will come right back up, same formation, pistol formation, with an H-back right in front of Hausman. And it's a low snap. The ball is loose on the turf, and Hausman was able to fall on it, but he lost a yard. That ball never got to him. The center snapped it, and it was one of those where he kind of bounced it, and it never got to Hausman, and I think it hit the foot of the up man. Fortunately for Greenwood, Hausman was able to dive back on it, but he lost a yard, and that brings up a 4th down now for Greenwood. 4th down and 3 at their own 49-yard line with 8:50 to play here in the ball game. It's a big play here for the Owl defense on 4th and 3 at their own 49-yard line. Hausman, shotgun formation. Scaramazzo, and the receivers jump early. Both receivers went early. Obviously, somebody was on the wrong page. Both receivers went early. That'll move them back 5 yards. And now let's see what Coach Mosier does on 4th and 8 back at their own 44-yard line. Does he keep the offense out there? He doesn't look like he's sending the punter out. So they're going to keep the offense out there for now. 4th down and 8 at their own 44-yard line. Last time they did this, they did a quick punt with the quarterback, and it was only a 17-yard punt. This time they're going to leave him out there. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hausman in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Play clock is down to 1. Gets the snap away. Drops back to throw. Throws it down the field. And it is incomplete. And there is no flag. There was some contact back there. The Greenwood coaching staff is irate. And I think they have a beef. I think they have a beef, but the official did not throw the flag, and the Owls will take over 1st and 10 at the Greenwood 44-yard line. I'm going to sit right here and tell you guys, we got a break there. There was contact on that receiver. He was bumped before the ball got there, and that caused him not to be able to make the catch. But, hey, the official did not throw the yellow flag, and that's all that matters, right? Indeed. 8:05 to play. Seymour will take over 1st and 10 at the Greenwood 44-yard line. Let's see what the Owls can do here. If they can run some clock, and this will be the 4th possession they've had in Greenwood territory here in the second half. Mikey Wright in the shotgun. 2 running backs, back to throw. Wants to set. Now he's going to throw deep, intended for Shelley, and Logan's out of bounds. Logan wasn't even inbounds once he left. He was out of bounds before the ball was even released. He wasn't even going to be. Probably a good thing that he didn't catch it inbounds, because that might have been illegal touching. He caught it out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. That was one of those where Logan, when that ball was released, Logan was already out of bounds, and he never came back inbounds. He caught it, but he was obviously well out of bounds. And it's 2nd down and 10. The Owls tried to surprise Greenwood there. I think they thought it was going to be a run up the middle and tried to sneak one on him. This time Jalen will go in motion. Jet sweep to Jalen. And he gets hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they read that one. Once Jalen went in motion from right to left, Greenwood shifted their defense to that side, expecting him to get that little shovel pass. And indeed he did, and the Woodmen were ready and dropping for a 1-yard loss. So the Owls now a 3rd and 11 at the 40. Actually, they'll mark it at the 46, so make it a 3rd and 12 here. Clock again moving, 7:20 to play. 4th quarter, Seymour in front, 20-13. Mikey takes the snap, back to throw. He's got some pressure, rolls out to the left. Now he's going to tuck it in. He's going to run it. He's across the 40, breaks a tackle. He's got a 1st down. What a nice run by Mikey Wright. He was hit about the 40-yard line. He broke a tackle and then fought his way forward down to the 32, and that's a 1st down. That's a big-time run by the senior quarterback, and that'll keep the clock a-moving. 7 minutes and counting. Looks like Mikey was going to be brought down well shy of the 1st down, but he just kept his feet a-churning, and he gets the 1st down to the 32-yard line and a new set of downs for Seymour. Jalen Johnson lines up tight end to the right. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The snap, Mikey will hand to Trayshawn. He bounces it to the left side. Now he comes back to the right side. He's doing a lot of running. He actually finds some room and runs it out of bounds at the 26-yard line. He started to the right, went to the left, bounced it back to the right, and he picks up, after all of that, about 6 yards. But he went out of bounds, but again, a nice pickup, though, of 6 yards for Trayshawn. Put the ball down at the 26-yard line. Will bring up a 2nd and 4 for Seymour. Clock is stopped at 6:38 to play. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mikey in the shotgun. Hawkins to his left. Trayshawn nope, Mikey's going to keep it. Runs it to the left side. Can he get to the corner? He will as he cuts it inside of the 15 and down inside the 10-yard line. Nope, they're going to say he went out of bounds about the 12-yard line, but that's a 1st down. He kept it. He had the outside linebacker. He had to make one move to get around him. He did. And then he beat the corner to the outside, stepped out of bounds, but it's a 1st down Seymour at the Greenwood 11-yard line with 6:30 to play. Boy, the Owls, a golden opportunity now to put themselves up 2 scores. They've had chances this entire second half to go up by 2 scores and haven't been able to. Now they're knocking on the door at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Mikey, the snap. He hands to Hawkins. Flag comes down. We'll see what this is about. It was right as the snap was made, the side judge threw his flag. It's probably an illegal motion. And it is an illegal motion on Seymour. That'll cost him 5 yards. So they will mark it back to the 17-yard line, where Seymour will have a 1st down. First and 10, or 1st and 15 at the 16-yard line. Again, receivers go to either side. Jalen lines up as a slot receiver. Mikey will hand to Hawkins right up the middle. Gets it across the 15 down to about the 14. Pickup of, we'll call it 2. 2nd down and 13. But the good news is the clock keeps moving as we go under 6 minutes to play. Seymour won't be in any hurry. They will wait with the clock going down to 5:30. Play clock is at 10. Now they come to the line of scrimmage. Shelley and Milliken go to the left. Jackson to the right. The snap, the shovel pass to Shelley. Round the right end, the 10. Cuts it back in and goes down about the 7-yard line. Nice job by Logan. He stayed in bounds. And he picked up, let's say about 5. We'll call it 3rd down and about 6. 3rd and 6, the ball resting at the Greenwood 7-yard line. Clock moving, 4:50 to play. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In the shotgun, Mikey with Trayshawn to his right. Right, back to throw. Looks. Now he's got some pressure. He's going to get hit. It's going to go down. Again, got pressure from the outside. And Mikey will get sacked back at the 14-yard line, and the Owls will attempt a field goal. Adrian Medina is in to kick a field goal. And I'll say this about Adrian. In warm-ups, he was kicking 35-yarders. He's got the leg. It's just a matter of getting it up off the ground. This will be a 33-yard field goal. There's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is away. And the kick is good! Adrian Medina, a 33-yard field goal. And the Owls take a 10-point lead. It's 23-13. 3:56 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships scoreboard. Back in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Ready to make a difference in our community and be part of something great? Outreach Ministries of Seymour is a local nonprofit dedicated to meeting our community's needs through the love of Christ. Every second and fourth Saturday, our food trailer provides free meals, clothing, and hygiene items to anyone who wants it. Come join us and experience God's love. Event details can be found on our Facebook page, or you can visit us on our website, outreachseymour.org, for more information.
Well, the Owls don't get 6, but they get 3. And that does extend the lead now to a 2-possession game with 3:56 to play as Adrian Medina kicks a 33-yard field goal. And I was telling you, in the pregame warm-ups, he's out there. He's got a good leg on him. He was kicking him from 35 yards. He attempted one in warm-ups from 40 yards and was just a couple yards short. But from 35 and 30 yards, he was making them consistently. So he's got the leg. It's just in a game, you got to get him up off the ground and maybe a little nerves. But he got that one up off the ground, and he nailed it. 33-yarder, and the Owls in front now by a score of 23-13 as he has it teed up at the 40-yard line, and he boots it away. It'll be picked up and fielded by Greenwood, and the guy falls down. The turf monster got him. Malik Barrett caught it at the 15-yard line, and as he was running forward, that turf monster stuck his arm out there about the 20-yard line and tripped him up. So Greenwood will take over at their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10. And the Owls defense has done it basically all night after the first two series. The defense has really buckled down and played well tonight. And they are basically asked one more time to make a stop here and send the Owls home on an opening season victory. Empty the backfield this time, Greenwood will. The first pass is thrown and caught by Parker Doolin. And it's going to be about an 8-yard gain. Bring up a 2nd down and 2, just a simple down and out. He did go out of bounds, so the clock stops at 3:50. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. In the shotgun. They'll hand it off this time just to get the first down, I think. And it is Scaramazzo, so apparently Rupert got hurt. He walked off the first half a little gingerly, so Scaramazzo has been the running back here in the second half. He does pick up the first down, but the clock is moving with 3:40. Greenwood has 2 timeouts in their repertoires. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Back to throw is Hausman. Throws the screen through Carmazgo. Makes the catch, but he picks up very short yardage after the catch. Nice job by the Owls. Looks like Milliken was there to make the tackle. Also Mahoney. And at Greenwood, nope, they didn't call a timeout. They're going to hurry back to the line of scrimmage. It's a pickup of about 5. So bring up a 2nd and 5 from the 35. Quickly, Hausman takes the snap. Can't find anybody. He's got plenty of room to run. Now he's going to run it up the field. It gets to the 45 and brought down right there. That'll stop the clock momentarily for them to move the chains with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to play. And the Owls in front by a score of 23-13. They'll set the ball down. Now they move the clock. They run it with Scaramazzo right up the middle. He's got a room 40. Into Seymour territory at the 35 and down to the 32-yard line. They kind of snuck a quick hitter up the middle, and the Owls weren't ready for it. Scaramazzo able to get the ball down to the Seymour 32, and they hurry up right back to the line. Seymour's trying to get a player in and out. They're not going to get him off, and they had to call timeout. Coach Tyson Moore quickly runs up and calls timeout. The Owls were trying to make a defensive change and couldn't get a player out, and so Tyson Moore, Coach Moore, able to call timeout to prevent a free play. So while the timeout is in effect, 2:47 to play, it's 23-13 Seymour. Back in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football.
For over a century, J.C. Bank has proudly served our communities, including partnering with our local high schools to support student athletes. From thrilling touchdowns to game-winning goals, we're cheering for our teams every step of the way. We've been your trusted financial partner since 1900, providing top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Stop in today and experience the JC Bank difference, or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Greenwood has a first down at the Seymour 31-yard line. 2:47 to play. The Owls in front 23-13. Aiden Hausman is back with Anthony Scaramazzo, the running back. Hausman back to throw. Throws it down the field. He's got a man. It is going to be caught. Nope, incomplete. Pass intended for Benjamin Hummel, but he was unable to come up with it. On the coverage was Devin Jackson. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for Greenwood at the Seymour 31-yard line. Clock stops at 2:42 to play. Houseman in the shotgun, takes the snap. Let's go to hand to Scarmazzo, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. They didn't fool him this time, and he picks up about 3. Second, third down and 7. Clock moves. They'll quickly get to the line of scrimmage. Hausman takes the snap, back to throw. Across the middle, passes caught to Williams at the 15, breaks a tackle at the 10, and it will go down about the 7-yard line. Davion Jones, I think I said Jackson. Davion Jones on the catch. And Greenwood has a 1st and goal at the Seymour 7-yard line. Clock moving with 2:10 to play. Hausman takes the snap. He's going to roll to the right. Wants to run it himself and will not get there. And as a matter of fact, he stays in bounds. Mitch Mellencamp made a great play. Mitchell Mellencamp came over and made a nice play, didn't allow him to get out of bounds, so the clock keeps moving with 1:50 to play. Second down and 7. Hausman back to throw. Now he steps up, throws it across the middle, and it's incomplete. A flag will come in, pass interference. And the Seymour fans don't agree, but considering that all 4 officials threw the flag, that could. We got away with one earlier in the game, didn't get away with one there. I'm thinking if all 4 officials in the area throw the penalty, the flag, you probably don't have a beef, and that was the case. So that'll be a pass interference, and I don't know what the rule is, but we got a player down, by the way, for Greenwood. And I don't know if that might have been the intended receiver that was hit. And unfortunately, it is. And I'm thinking this is more than a cramp, unfortunately. I don't know whether it was if that was the intended receiver that went down or what the case is, but the Greenwood staff is out attending to that player, whoever it might be. Coach Tyson Moore is now going to walk out there as well. So the penalty, what I was going to say is I didn't know if it's a pass interference penalty. They're not automatically first downs, and it was a 2nd and goal, so I don't know if they move it half the distance and keep it 2nd and goal or if it becomes a 1st and goal. I believe it'll be 2nd down and goal at the 3-yard line, and unfortunately this injury is apparently more of a serious one. Not the entire the Seymour staff is out there. Coach Moore, Kyle Coach was out there, and well, that's good news. The young man, they just got him up, and he is running to the sideline. So it might have been he might have got his wind knocked out of him too. It was an intended, whoever the receiver was, it was intended for him right across the middle, and he was hit before the ball got there. But to answer your question, it is 2nd and goal at the 4, so it does not an automatic first down. It moves it half the distance. With 1:43 to play, Hausman in the shotgun. Back to throw. Throws into the end zone, and another penalty flag comes in. As again, the Owls are going to be called for a defensive pass interference or a defensive holding, one or the other. And it's a defensive pass interference. So they'll move that again half the distance to the goal. So it'll be at the 2-yard line, and it will still be 2nd and goal. In 1:39 to play, Seymour in front 23-13. So a touchdown here for Greenwood, and then the extra point becomes extremely important. The Woodmen have 2 timeouts left, so you'd think they'd have to attempt an onside kick. Hausman takes the snap, hands to Scarmazzo. He goes over the right side into the end zone for the touchdown. Anthony Scarmazzo scores from 2 yards out. And Greenwood is not dead yet as they drive 79 yards. I'm not sure how many plays that was, but it was 79 yards and a 2-yard run for Scarmazzo. And now they will attempt the extra point, and this is huge with 1:37 to play. Because if he misses it, then Greenwood would need a touchdown. Makes it, of course, they could tie it with a field goal if they get the ball back. William Thompson, it's a low snap. Kick is on its way, and the kick is good. On the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard, a minute 37 to play. It's Seymour 23, Greenwood 20. You would suspect an onside kick from Greenwood coming up. Back in 30, you're listening to Seymour Football.
Many companies already rely on Seymour Insurance Services to connect them with high-quality, innovative, and affordable health care. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seymour Insurance Services. And not only do we provide flexible and affordable health benefit solutions for companies of all sizes, we also offer a wide range of products and services, including comprehensive third-party administration, fully insured plan options, and a local support staff, among many others. Let our local team help you navigate their healthcare needs today. Call us at 812-378-7070 or visit sciho.org today.
Well, the Owls have their hands team out there, as you would suspect. An onside kick is coming. Greenwood has 2 timeouts left. A minute 37 to play. Seymour in front 23-20. So even if the Owls recover, they will have to pick up a first down with Greenwood having 2 timeouts left. But if Seymour can recover the onside kick, it would make it extremely difficult for Greenwood. In other words, Nick Wheeler is back deep for Seymour, but this will be an onside kick. The Owls have Milliken, Jackson, Johnson, Mellencamp. Who else do they have up there? Broughton, all on the front line, their hands team. Also on the front row is Jacob Dow. Here it is, the onside kick. And it comes to the left side. It bounces off a Seymour player, and I think Greenwood's got it. And it's Seymour ball. Seymour was able to get it. Jalen Johnson came up with it. Boy, Greenwood had an opportunity. It hit off a face mask of a Seymour player. That was really a great kick. That was as good of an onside kick as you will see, I'm telling you. It hit off a face mask of a Seymour player, but Jalen Johnson came up with it somehow, and the Owls will take over at their own 46-yard line. Boy, Greenwood was celebrating like they had it, because a lot of times if you see that first contact, normally the kicking team will get it. But Jalen Johnson was able to come up with it, and the Owls have it at the 46 now. And now Seymour's going to have to take a timeout because personnel-wise, they had no idea who was supposed to be in the game. So Seymour has to take a timeout. We have first down, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You don't want to take a penalty, obviously. And the Owls with 1 timeout left. So here's the scenario. Greenwood has 2 timeouts left. So they can stop the clock twice, and 40 seconds. So if the Owls do not pick up a single yard, they're going to be faced with a 4th down. If everything goes, you take about maybe 7 seconds off each play. So 15 to 20 seconds off the first 2 plays, and then 40 seconds. If the Owls don't pick up a single yard, they can take it down to about 20 seconds before they call a timeout and then punt it away or do whatever they want to do on 4th down. You just simply cannot turn the ball over here. The last thing you need is a turnover. Mikey Wright in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands to Wheeler. He gets hit, brought down immediately, and Greenwood will take a timeout. And well, they're not taking a timeout, so they're going to let the clock run on this play. Well, okay. It was a 2-yard loss for Wheeler. 2nd down and 12 at the 44. They decide not to take a timeout. So the Owls, and that's probably a smart thing to do right there. So now Seymour, as we go under a minute. Play clock down to 5. Down to 3. Mikey will probably snap it at 1. He does. He's going to throw it across the middle. Pass is caught by Johnson. He's got a first down at the 40-yard line. And that will all but take care of the matters here tonight. What a call by Coach Moore. Fake the handoff to Wheeler. Mikey threw it across the middle to Jalen Johnson, who makes the catch. Flag is on the play. And I think there was a little unnecessary roughness by Greenwood trying to strip the ball away from Jalen at the end. And they're going to call a personal foul, dead ball, personal foul on Greenwood. So that'll give Seymour 15 more yards, move it down to the Greenwood 25-yard line where the Owls will have it 1st and 10 and 45 seconds to play, and Greenwood again can stop it twice. What a call by Coach Moore. Fake the handoff to Nick Wheeler. And I guess the bottom line is you put the ball in the hands of your best player, and that obviously is Jalen Johnson. Mikey Wright delivered it, and the Owls will actually go into the victory formation. As Coach Goodman always says, the greatest play in football. Greenwood not able to stop it more than twice. They're not even going to stop it on first down because they would have to stop it there. So the Owls are going to win it. Clock ticking down to 20 seconds. They'll make one snap, and the teams will line up at the 50-yard line and shake hands. And for the first time in Coach Tyson Moore's era, he wins a season opener. The Owls were 0-4 in Coach Moore's openers, and they win one tonight. First time Coach Tyson Moore has been 1-0, and he is celebrating because he said, I want to be 1-0. He goes, I know it's just one win, but I want to be 1-0. I want to have that feeling of being 1-0. I've never had that feeling as being 1-0 as a head coach. You do now, Coach, and that'll do it. Final score, Seymour 23, Greenwood at 20. We begin our post-game show in 2 minutes. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162.
Jackson County Dental. It's time to put a sparkle in your smile with Jackson County Dental and Seymour. Picture this. Same-day crowns for that instant oral treatment, teeth whitening to brighten your day, and Invisalign for a straighter, more confident you. Their team is here for all your dental needs, from routine care to tackling tooth pain and those pesky fillings. And families, this is your dental home. And guess what? They're making it easy with Care Credit, so you can focus on your smile, not your wallet. Call Jackson County Dental today and let Dr. Drake, Dr. Pierce, or Dr. Doug pamper your pearly whites. Jackson County Dental, now accepting new patients. Jackson County Dental.
At Stoll Insurance, we focus on the farm and agribusiness insurance market. Whether you own a grain operation, hog confinement, livestock, or hobby farm, we work with industry-leading carriers that know and understand the risk you have. We take the time to individually learn about your operations in order to best protect you. Call or stop by today to talk to one of our farm agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, or Chris Stahl, at our new location, 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour, or we can be reached at 812-524-0692.
Long-term care, death, and disability create stress and grief that take a toll on you and your family. Let professionals at Prosperity Financial create solutions that can aid and comfort you and your loved ones in these significant events. Visit Stan Tremoyan, Brian Covener, and Ryan Banner at 419 West 2nd Street, Seymour, or call 812-522-3180.
Securities offered through Parkland Securities, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Prosperity Financial is independent of Parkland Securities, LLC.
Back here at Greenwood, where the Owls get the opening season victory by a final score of 23-20, as a well-played game. it looked like an opening season game, right? There were mistakes by both teams, some key plays at key situations, but the bottom line is very simple. The Owls got the win, and Coach Moore is 1-0 for the first time in his head coaching career, so good for him. It looked like it was going to be a track meet when this game started. Right off the bat, Greenwood, 80-yard drive to open the game in six plays, marched right down the field, got a big pass play to set him up, and Rupert, running back Isaac Rupert, took it in from 6 yards out, or 8 yards out. The extra point was good, and it was 7-0. Seymour, though, got a great kickoff return from Logan Shelley, brought the kickoff back to the 23-yard line. But then the Owls had to make a play on 4th down, and they did. A 12-yard touchdown pass from Mikey Wright to Jalen Johnson. Extra point was no good, and Greenwood maintained a 7-6 advantage. The Woodmen would then have their best drive of the night as they started at their own 39, went 61 yards in 13 plays, capped off again by a Rupert 8-yard touchdown run. The extra point was no good, and with 2:22 to play, it was 13-6. So the Owls would answer right back, and maybe their best overall drive of the night. They went 69 yards in 12 plays, got it all the way down to the 1-yard line where Nick Wheeler plunged it in. They were lining up to kick the extra point. Greenwood jumped off sides, and so they decided to go for 2. And they were able to get the touchdown run as Wheeler again took it up the middle. 7:38 to play. The Owls were in front 14-13. Maybe the biggest play of the night happened on special teams. The next possession, Greenwood threw an interception. Jalen Johnson, the Owls couldn't do anything with it. Drove down the field, but were unable to do anything. Greenwood then was forced to punt from their own territory. Mason Nugent able to come in and block a punt. Seymour recovered at the Greenwood 12. 3 plays later, Mikey Wright took it in from a yard out. The extra point was no good. 1:42 to play. Seymour was in front by a score of 20-13. That's where it was at halftime. The Owls had 3 or 4 opportunities in the third quarter to extend the lead, but were unable to do so. Got the ball inside the Greenwood 40-yard line on 3 separate occasions, but were unable. Had a turnover, had a couple downs, but then got a big play, but able to eventually get down and then kick a 33-yard field goal from Adrian Medina. Oh, thank you. All right, I think we're good. Adrian Medina kicked a 33-yard field goal, and there, I got too many cords here.
That's all right.
There we go.
We're on air.
Kicked a field goal to put the Owls up 23-13. Greenwood was able to score a touchdown late, but then the Owls recovered the onside kick and then picked up a first down and ran out the clock. And we are joined by head coach Tyson Moore for the first time in his career. He's 1-0.
Oh my goodness! It's almost like you feel like you should keep a game ball, but no. I tell you what, it's a heck of a lot better feeling wise to start off with a win than it is with a loss. And I'm not telling anybody anything they didn't already know, but holy cow! You start off that game had a lot of fireworks, man. Yep. We played with a level of intestinal fortitude tonight that I haven't seen our team play with in a long time. And I tell you what, that gets me stinking excited for the rest of the season. I'm just, my heart rate was actually pretty calm there on the onside kick, and then it spiked, and then it calmed again. But right now, man, it's just that adrenaline's flowing, and I'm so proud of these guys. They played with some freaking guts tonight. I'm sorry I just said that on air, but they played with some guts tonight, and I just absolutely loved it.
You have to give credit to the defense. They gave up 2 touchdowns right off the bat, but they gave up a touchdown there at the end, but that was kind of a prevent defense. Yeah. But when they made stops after stop, because we had opportunities in the second half and couldn't take advantage, but the defense just kept coming up with plays.
And our defense, a lot of people had questions, and I say a lot of people, I'm talking about our coaching staff too. What was our defense going to be like in 2024? And I know we've got a long way to go. You can't judge everything off of game one, but I think our defense, the way they played tonight, they set themselves up for some huge success down the road, because if there were any questions about how we're going to respond and how we're going to play defense tonight was a big answer, because we played some hard-nosed defense, and our message this week was, what's the identity of this team? And I think both sides of the football built a foundation for what the identity of this program this year is going to be.
You always have games where you have to come up with plays, some big plays, and we got a couple of special teams plays. Mason Nugent, great block, it set us up for that touchdown there at the end of the first half. You talk about football games, and it comes down to maybe 3 or 4 plays sometimes, and this game certainly was that. That was a big play at the end of the first half to get that touchdown there to go up by 7.
You can look at it all the way around. There were plays all over the field, and we just have to make plays. That's sports in general, but you gotta focus on making plays, not trying to do more than what you need to do in that moment. Make plays. Offense, go down the field, score. Defense, make tackles, force turnovers. We forced some turnovers tonight that were huge, but we made plays. That was the biggest thing. I can't say that enough. Is we made plays, and in past years, this was one of those games that had evaded us because we just didn't make enough plays. And tonight, we were all over the field. All over the field. Yep. Our defensive ends, man, they were in the quarterback's face all night. Our running backs were just pounding it time after time. Our offensive line was we were in such better shape than they were tonight too, and I think that made a huge difference when you look at the final outcome.
I do. I'm going to let you go, but I do want to give props to you. What a call on second down. But here's what I said on the air. When it comes down to it, sometimes you got to put the ball in your best player's hands.
You do. And here's the thing. When we called a timeout there, and I told our guys, I said, this is where you guys are all young men, and this is the type of instance in sports where men in this case are made. And I said, all we need to do is pick up 1 first down. And what they do, we ran power. They blitzed right into it, and I said, okay, they're selling out. We knew they were going to sell it for the run. We thought, okay, maybe if we could get something right here, get them a little off balance. No, they sold out. So I said, all right. And as soon as that play happened, I said, we're going pop right over the top right now. I said, we'll throw it, and we'll give our 84 a chance to seal this game. And that's exactly what he did. But I can't commend number 18, Mikey, Wright enough, because he held that fake and that shot just long enough for Jalen to get open, and he had been taking shots all night, and he really balled up there. He balled up and made a big play, made a great pass where only Jalen could catch it, and those two connected in one of the biggest play in the game up to that point. And that was it. And for the first time in 5 years now, we get to go victory formation to end the game.
Enjoy the bus ride home being 1-0.
Oh my gosh! I tell you what, I've been on a lot of bus rides home where you're on the opposite end of these, and it's one of those where you lose a tight game, and it just you question yourself all for the next 24, 48 hours, and tonight I can finally relax a little bit. I'm not going to relax, but I'm going to relax a little bit on the bus. But no, this is exciting. I've been waiting too. I've been checking my watch a little bit.
I was going to say, I hope that your wife stayed calm as she was listening back home.
Here's the thing: is a lot of people may not understand this. My wife was told this week not to come to the game because she may or may not be a little like me and get a little intense, and they were afraid that it might push her into labor, being 9 months pregnant.
Well,
so
I hope she was listening.
Oh, I do too. But at the same time, she might be at the hospital right now, so I may need to get going. But no, baby, if you're listening, I love you. Can't wait to see you. I love this team, man. I love this team. This crowd was freaking phenomenal tonight. Oh, I can't stress that enough. So it's exciting. It really is. And we're going to look at this film tomorrow, and we're going to fix these mistakes, but we're going to be able to fix these mistakes with some smiles on our faces. And we'll get ready for Jeffersonville next week.
Buckle the seatbelts. It's going to be a fun year.
Absolutely, man.
Coach,
go Owls, baby.
Congratulations on the win. Coach is not, I don't think he's excited at all, and well, he should be. The Owls get the victory tonight. Final score, of 23-20. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll name our Family Drug Play of the Game, our Connor Smith Eye Center Players of the Game, and we'll do that in just a moment.
Royalty Roofing understands the importance of a sturdy roof beyond just aesthetics. As your shield against the elements, a well-maintained roof safeguards your home and business. Royalty Roofing services extend beyond roofing. We also offer gutter and siding installations for comprehensive protection. With our expertise, we handle insurance claims seamlessly and offer flexible financing options, ensuring your peace of mind throughout the entire process. For quality roofing solutions and exceptional service, contact us at Royalty Roofing at 812-523-8392 to protect your property.
Your eyes are the windows into your health. Hi, I'm Dr. Lambring with Connor Smith Eye Center. Do you know why your annual exam is so important? Some physical illnesses can be discovered by routine tests during an eye exam. At Connor Smith Eye Center, you receive the latest in eye technology and treatment. From children to senior citizens, from a first eye exam to specialized eye care, Connor Smith Eye Center is here for you. Make your appointment today. Connor Smith Eye Center, 707 West Tipton Street in Seymour. See your future clearly.
And back here one final time at Greenwood High School, and it's time to name our Family Drug Play of the Game, as well as our Connor Smith Eye Center Players of the Game. Our Family Drug Play of the Game, really, there were a couple that we could go with. I'm going to go with two, name them co-plays of the game. How about that? The block punt at the end of the first half that resulted in our third touchdown. I thought that was huge. Mason Nugent did a nice job there. And then the final play that got us the final first down to seal the deal. Great call by Coach Moore. Great job by Mikey Wright to seal the fake, as he said, and then Jalen Johnson to make the catch and seal the deal for the first down. So that is our Family Drug Plays of the Game. Our Connor Smith Eye Center Players of the Game. A game like this, you could go with about 6 or 7 players. I'm going to go Jalen Johnson tonight. Jalen, of course, making a couple big plays, 2 interceptions on defense, making some big plays offensively as well. And then Mason Nugent came up with that big block and also had a big sack or a big quarterback or a tackle for a loss at the end before that block punt as well. So those 2 guys step up, and we'll name them as our Connor Smith Eye Center Seymour Players of the Game. That'll do it for us. What a great night tonight, again, for the first time in Coach Tyson Moore's era. He's 1-0. The Owls are 1-0, and they'll open Hoosier Hills Conference play next Friday night. Don't forget about the Tyson Moore Show Thursday night at 6 o'clock, and we'll talk with Coach about this win. Look ahead to the matchup with Jeffersonville next Friday, and we'll be at Bullitt Stadium for the home opener as the Owls will entertain the Red Devils. Our coverage starts, as always, with the pregame show at 6, kickoff at 7 o'clock. If you can't attend in person, you can certainly join us here on the airwaves 92.7, as well as online and our YouTube channel. Thanks to Mark Campbell, the athletic director for Greenwood, for the hospitality. My name is Jay Hubbard. Thank you for sharing a portion of your Friday night with us, and hope that you can be with us again next Friday as the Owls take on Jeffersonville. Good luck to all the athletic sports teams at Seymour tomorrow. Big day around the complex, and good luck to all the teams that are playing tomorrow.